Yo, 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 what is up, you It's your boy Binary Code back at it's your boy B Code back at you with another live video. Hey, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. Ah, man. So I am here. First off, before we jump into anything and everything, let me just say what's up to Terry. Let me say what's up to Spotum. Lady Dimples in the building. Beautiful came in and she had to dip. Somebody else must be live. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to see you, bestie. Lady Dimples is in the building again. I'm just going down the list. Klondike, good to see you. Robin. Royal T said, not you about to come out the closet too. Lord. I'm telling y'all, please believe me when I tell y'all that Shakim Ra is asexual than a mug. Asexual than a mug. What's up, Miss Wanda? Good to see you. So Bomb is in the building. There's my fave in all caps. RNY TV is here. So Bomb. Y'all got to remember, So Bomb is the one that formally, well, how can I put this? So Bomb, she is the one that started talking to me the most out of the chat within the beefing sector. So y'all got to know that. Like So Bomb, kind of. Okay, she ain't gonna like me saying this, but she kind of put me on game. Now, Lemon brought me into the sector. Yes, I got to give him that. He brought me into the sector. But So Bomb, with her detective skills and her being nosy as she is, she was kind of putting me on game. So it's good to see you, So Bomb. Real is in the building. Davino, what is goody? What is goody? What is goody? Ghost DNA is here. Erica Fierce, Lord. I see your name. I see your name and I just start laughing. You going crazy on YouTube. Erica Fierce. Erica Fierce is going crazy on YouTube. She going crazy on YouTube, y'all. Mrs. Murph, what's good? I want to talk a little bit about this sector. I don't know what's going on with sector. I don't know what's going on with the Umar Johnson sector. Lord Jesus, help us. Help us. Man, it seems like I don't know, like the Umar Johnson sector is it just goes up and down in the waves. You know what I mean? It's like, I think they need me, Mrs. Murph. I think they need me. I think the sector needs me, Mrs. Murph, because it's not looking too good over there. Unless I just don't know. Unless I'm out of the loop that bad that I don't know where it's really popping. It's just I don't know. I think they need some narratives over there. Intrinsic. Oh, Ness, Lord. Intrinsic and Ness. Gosh, me just doing a 2-day catch up. That's all I hear. Intrinsic, Ness, intrinsic. Platinum panel this, platinum panel that. I'm like, God damn. It's crazy. I can't wait to talk about that in a little bit. And I am gonna say this. Whoever likes me. Whoever doesn't. It's just it is what it is. At this point, it has to be. It is what it is. At this point, either you rock with my unbiased opinions, and when I am biased, I admit it, or you don't. You know what I mean? So, at this point, I'm done. I'm done trying to make friends, if that makes sense. I spent a year in the beefing sector already. If you're my friend, you're my friend. If not, then it's just whatever. So there's that. All right, but I'm not gonna not say my opinion. All right, so let's see here. Who else is in the building? Exposed TV is here. Exposed TV. I seen you getting timed out and blocked and all kinds of shit over at Pizarro's spot. What's happening there? They don't want you to speak your mind, Exposed TV. One thing that I do know about Exposed TV is she will speak her mind. And that's one thing that I love about her and RNY. They like speak their minds. They don't care if they're like in good with the person, maybe not. You know what I mean? They just speak their minds. Allow people the freedom. And I know, Pizarro, I know it's your platform. I know it's your channel. I know. But you got to allow people the freedom. to at least speak their mind if they not disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Erica is killing it. Sunny D. I don't know if I'm back though. I don't know if I'm back, and that's not an Osteen chuckle. It's a real laugh. By this time, Spot'em, you should know that that is real. There's nothing forced or faked about that. I can't laugh like that for 6 years straight, brother, and it not be real. If it was fake, it would have to end at some point. What up, Shay? Good to see you. Oh man, I wonder what's up, Big Rig Slaps. Big Rig Slaps be doing live streams. The couple of lives that I did catch, or the no, I only caught one live. Sorry, Big Rig. I think I only caught the one live. But it seems like a dope ass hangout spot. It seems like you went around these YouTube streets, Big Rig, and you learned what works and what doesn't work, and you learned what jives well with your personality as far as how you like your live streams to flow. And I think you channeled all, I mean, I think you gathered all that information. I think you put it together and you produce a great show. So good to see you in the mix, big dog. Good to see you in the mix. I can't wait for your first real kerfuffle though, because you're going to have one. Once you hit that go live button, sorry, brother, you in the game. You going oh, according to Spotify, I can't. This ain't a real laugh. I'm not allowed to laugh. But you in the game, big dog. You are in the game. Hopefully, you and I don't have no kerfuffles. Hopefully, Big Rigs don't like. I ain't too far from you, Codes. I'm from the Bay, nickel. Can y'all imagine Big Rig yelling at my ass? No, the snub wasn't right. Look, I don't even know Mrs. Murph. I don't even know if I keep up on stuff like that no more. You know, the brackets, especially when it comes from LV. And let me tell you why. 2.0, what 2.0, Lady Dimples? And y'all know I got ADHD. It's documented, it's real. I'm not just saying that because I, I really do have it. 2.0 what? Because in the Umar sector, there's a 2.0 now. The beefing sector, there's been a 2.0. I don't even know, to be honest, I don't even know what the 2.0 in the Umar sector is. I don't even know what that is. I need to get back into it. I need to see what's going on. I need to see if they need any of my assistance. But anyways, Mrs. Murph, back to you. When it comes to LV shows, look, LV has been in the Umar Johnson sector way longer than I have. He's been there, but I've made so many more waves than him. I've done so much more than him. So of course he's going to snub. You know what I mean? I don't get the love that I deserve over there, but I don't care. I still love the sector. It is what it is. But the hate is real. The hate is real. Watch, he's gonna pop up. I know LV's gonna pop up. I know he's gonna pop up. Street in Scotland, what's goody? What's goody? What's up, big dog? Good to see you. Yeah, exposed. You already know what's up. Sonia, what's up, girl? What's up? What up, Stargate? The most important things is Ness knows Miss Things ain't shit. Oh God. I knew that was inevitable. Carrie Ann and Ness falling out, that was inevitable. As soon as they got together and was banging together against other people, I knew that the time would come. And the reason why I knew the time would come, and it's not even on Ness. I know Carrie Ann, well, as far as YouTube's concerned. And some of her private stuff, due to people exposing her on YouTube. Sheesh. But I mean, I just know. I mean, it's just, it always happens. She is 100% fallout. Like if you link up with Carrie Ann, you're going to fall out 100% of the time. It does not matter who you are. Eventually, you're going to fall out. Now, some people can link up with her, fall out, link up with her, fall out, link up with her, and fall out at infinitum, at nausea. You know what I mean? But you're going to have a fallout. It's just, it is what it is. So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Speaking your mind puts a target on your back. Ask me, yeah, I know, Mrs. Murph. I know. Look, my wife is gone for a couple of hours. So y'all probably like, damn, that Negro talking loud. He's all, what's up, YouTube? Nigga bold. And you know what? I don't even think she really even knows this channel for real. So I'm gonna leave this live up for some time. So this live is not coming down. So when I drop the link in a little bit, if anybody wants to hit it, I won't take this live down. No, this live will stay up. But yeah, so she's out. So so here I am. Uh-oh. I don't know if Pizarro heard me on what I said. Lord, I was listening to some replays, replay gang, and of course, y'all know that I do like Pizarro's channel. So of course, when I'm gonna catch up on some stuff or listen to some stuff, I'll definitely stop in over there. If she's not live, I'll listen to her replays. Now, I will say this: although she did block, maybe not her, maybe her intel, somebody did block exposed TV, and I felt a certain type of way about it. I will say that Pizarro did do a great job covering the Lemon Just Krista fiasco. I really did like that. What I didn't like though is how Just Krista was talking shit about K Fit, right? And then when K Fit hits the panel, her whole demeanor changes. I mean, K I don't know. I think K Fit took I know she's educated, so when you do any form of education, you got to go through psychology 101. And the cool thing about psychology 101 is they actually do teach you some shit. You know what I mean? And so I know that K Fit, I know that she knows at least she knows a form of psychology. I know she does. Like I know she does. And can't nobody convince me otherwise. And here's the reason why I know that. Because when Just Krista was talking shit, right? K Fit hits the link. Now, Just Krista didn't switch up. She didn't switch up right away. But K Fit was able to tap dance and talk her way around why she was justified pretty much to talk shit, right? And at the end of the day, Just Krista kind of conceded. She kind of conceded and was like, okay, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? And that takes a form of psychology to do that, right? It takes a form of psychology. And so that's one thing I did not like. You know what I mean? What I would have preferred is like when K Fit hit the link, right? Because Just Krista, she has the history of doing that shit, right? She'll talk her shit or whatever, but then the person she's supposedly beefing with hits the link, she'll switch up quick, right? She'll switch up real quick. I wish Just Krista would just exit stage left, right? And then do her live like she planned on doing it. Because now I don't even know if she's done the live yet. I don't know. But now I know it's gonna be so watered down. The thunder, the loud thunderous noise from the live is already gone. K Fit went up there and dismantled her before she even hit the go live button. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. But yeah, I saw that on Pizarro's channel. So shout out to you for keeping the content going. ODS is in the building. Good to see you, big dog. You got shit flowing over there too, dog. You got things popping over there too, man. ODS is the man. That's all I gotta say. He's keeping shit going. Black Pearl is here. Okay, let's see here. Dimples and Bree got to get on the right path. Okay, so Dimples and Bree done fell out. That's good though. I'm glad. I'm glad. Exposed TV, not a lie. Uh-oh. Let me see. It's nothing burger. Come home and do yours. Not LV, but I'm here with the KK's Hot Leaks. What's up, TMK? Good to see you. Nespit, what's good? What's good? Good to see you. Y'all seen Drip around lately? What up, Simply the Intellect? What up, Ghetto? Good to see you, dog. Where Drip at? Is Drip in this? Is Drip here? Because I've been watching a lot of basketball, man, and I can't help it, man. When I be watching basketball, I just be thinking about Drip's failed career. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Soul, bro? What's up, Roxy? Remember when Drip first came on That's His Joint? And I got him to admit, I got bad knees, man. I couldn't make it in the league. Couldn't make it in the league. Mr. Miyagi said, beware of Lady Dimple's wrath. Lord Jesus. Lord. Drip still around? Okay. I want to see him come out the clouds. The Knicks about to go. I don't know, man. The Knicks been making some wrong moves, brother. Then the Knicks done got Karl Anthony Towns. Lord, that was stupid, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That was dumb, man. First off, he gonna get hurt. Okay, let's see what Real is talking about. She said K Fit wasn't the only one giving commentary on Lemon and Krista non-existent relationship. Those are facts. Everybody is. But my thing is this. Okay, so who's she gonna talk about? Of course, she could talk about everybody, but she made this is just Krista, by the way. She made an entire spectacle of why she's pissed off, infuriated, upset with K Fit. Because typically what K Fit do, K Fit will go live and, she's very funny and comedic and, she'll talk her little shit, but she's real balanced and fair. It's like, damn, is all she could talk about is me for 2 hours? Like, damn. Now, mind you, I ain't even listened to the whole thing now. I ain't even listened to the whole thing, but mind you, is that all she could talk about is me? Y'all gonna get you, you gonna get your laughs. I was like, damn, bring it, just Krista. Shit, bring it. Okay, you talking your shit. I can't wait to go to the live stream and hear it. K Fit went in there real quick and just killed all that noise, didn't she? Just killed all the noise. And K Fit is known for doing that. And I don't know why. Look, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand what fuels the beef sector. You don't have to be an A+ student throughout your high school and college career to figure out how to get numbers. It's drama. Just Krista, you have positioned yourself to go out of the stratosphere within the beef sector. But then what did you do? You did your same old stuff. You let them troll you out of content. Lemon is the only one gaining out of your non-existent relationship. Right? Real is real. Lemon's the only one gaining. And have we not seen this before? I remember it. Y'all might want to. Y'all probably thinking. So why is Eartha G in the building? Good to see you. Oh, the real K Fit is here. Hello, friend. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I called you friend. Hello, person. Hello, K Fit. I don't know. But one thing I do know about the real K Fit though is she knows what she's talking about when she talks about things. I love the conversation about how the R word is no longer used, and bringing in the technical terms in the politically correct terms and stuff like that. That was a dope ass segment of your show. What up, Judah? What up? 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 Did I say what's up, Robin? I think I already did. I think I did say what's up to Robin. Pizarro, just go find that live. Hit the they think you trolling me. Oh Lord. You didn't know about the revert. Here we go. What's happening? Okay, see you later. Pizarro gone. Pizarro done dipped. Pizarro done dipped. Damn, Beasley. Isn't that subjective, Beasley? What pretty is? Now, if majority says pretty, then come on, Beasley. Look, am I back? I don't know if I'm back. I'm sneaking on this mug. I will sneak onto YouTube until I get caught. So I guess I'm back until I get caught. You know what I mean? I am gonna have to take a quick break pretty soon here because I'm expecting a grocery delivery from Safeway to come my way. Oh man, what's crazy, right? One dope ass thing about my wife, and some of you guys could probably relate to this, but I just love seeing it because it's dope, right? So we ordered Safeway, right? And it ended up being about $184. Let me break out the calculator. So it was $184 with this, and that's delivery and everything, right? And let me do this. Let me subtract that. Okay, I got the number. It was $184 because of all of the coupons and because of all these codes and shit. We ended up paying $59. That's including delivery. Shit. And y'all wonder why, I sneak around instead of just trying to put my foot down. Be like, no, woman, I'm going live. It's shit like that. You know what I mean? It's shit like that. That's just like saving $125. It's shit like that. That's like, okay, I got a good one. You know what I'm saying? I have a great wife. You know what I mean? But I just have an addiction, y'all. YouTube is an addiction for real. For real, for real, for real. So yeah, right, Sonia? What up, MVK? Good to see you, right? I'm telling you, I'm telling you, if I'm lying, I'm dying. It's real. So whenever they show up, I am gonna have to put I am gonna have to pause this for a second. Um, so let's get into some things, okay? Let's get into some things. If you're here, you're a real one. If you're not here, you're gonna see people probably on their community walls or whatever, or hit me up on a community wall or hit me up on a different post or whatever. And they're gonna say, yo, B Code, that was a great live or whatever. If y'all even think that, you know what I'm saying? Um, you're a real one if you're here. If you're not, sorry, you missed it. It is what it is. This is the backup to the backup. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. So let's go. Let's get into some things. Hey, what up? Keep it Gank TV is in the building. In the building. Jim Crow Joe. Lord. What kind of troll? Is this a troll or is that a real person? Jim Crow Joe. Oh, God. Keep an eye on Jim Crow Joe. What the fuck? What the hell, man? All right. All right, let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. I guess there's a war going on. I guess it's a battle of views. I guess it's a battle of numbers as far as how many people are in the chat. I guess they done linked up. I guess Lemon and Jay done linked up. I hate to say this. I really do hate to say this, but I gotta keep it real. I don't think that bond will ever be broken between Jay Dunn and Lemon. I don't think that bond will ever be broken. And I'm going to tell you guys this. They are a strong ass team. It is what it is, man. You just got to keep it real. You got to keep it a book. They are a strong ass team. They have a good dynamic. They have a good chemistry. Now, let me just say this. Don't get it twisted. Jay Dunn runs the show. I know y'all don't want to hear that. But Jay Dunn runs the show. And I'm going to tell you straight up, Jay Dunn runs the show just as long as she's sending cash apps. Just as long as she keeps kissing that man's ass. Just as long as those things happen, she does run the show. Lemon is loyal to Lemon. And I'm not hating on Lemon. Trust me, Lemon's cool. He is cool. Even after Vegas, he's still kind of cool, you know? But Jay Dunn is the aggressor, I guess. No, the alpha. The alpha, maybe. Yeah, she's the alpha in the relationship. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up though. That's not a diss to Lemon. That's kudos to Lemon for knowing his place. He's going to continue to win because he knows when to fall back. He knows when to insert himself. He knows when to let Jay Dunn take the brunt of all whatever the hell's going on. He knows those things. And he's steady. Oh, She Love is in the building. What's goody? Faith Driven One. What's up? Hold on. Am I missing anybody else? What's good? I think I got it. Muzz is here. What's up, Muzz? Okay, I think I got everybody. All right. Yep. 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 Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm telling y'all, this shows the love is real, y'all. The love is Nubian Warrior is in the building. The love is real, y'all. It takes things like this, to not go live and forever, every or to sneak and go live every once in a while, and to actually have time to go live and for people to show up and support when there's so many other things going on, especially because I'm so behind. I want y'all to know I'm not taking that shit for granted. But anyways, back to it. Let's see. Jay Dunn is direct, Lemon is passive aggressive. See, these are facts. These are facts. All right. And I'm not gonna be biased in the situation, right? But these are facts. Now, the issue that I have with the Shakim in Lemon, what up, Phoebe? What's goody? What's good? What's good? The issue I have with Shakim in Lemon is Shakim is not passive aggressive, right? Shakim will talk shit. He could be dead wrong. He could know he's dead wrong. All of those things could be happening, and he will still talk his shit. He'll still stand on his square. However, because of his infatuation with Lemon, he tends to he tends to open up his heart to him a little bit. I don't know how else to explain it. Now I know right now they're kind of beefing or whatever, whatever, but just give it time. Just give it time. If for whatever reason Lemon starts saying good things about Shakim will be on Lemon's panel. He'll be back in his chats. It will happen. It will happen. And dare I say vice versa? Dare I say vice versa? Y'all can't convince me that those two don't like each other. It's weird, man. It's strange, bro. Oh, what up, Molly? Molly, what's goody, big dog? It's strange, man. It's a weird dynamic that they got going on. I remember dropping down in Lemon's chat just to say what's up because it's been a while. Tessa, what's good, girl? Good to see you. 4 doctors equals 8. Oh God, Lord, stop. Lemon smashed and said Shakim was musty dookie. Lord. What's up, Mike? Not musty dookie. How you know Shakim wasn't the one delivering? This is just a disgusting conversation. Thank God. Thank God I'm going to church tomorrow. What can wash away my sins? Nothing but the blood of... Man, good thing I'm going to church tomorrow, man. Look, man, y'all don't know, man. Shakim could be the one delivering. So what are your thoughts when Shakim came out of the closet? I already said, my thoughts are this. Shakim is asexual. He's not gay. He's not hetero. He's not nothing. The dude don't have sex. He just doesn't. Now, here's the thing though. He will play whatever direction you're willing to go. He will go that direction. Like if you're a woman that finds him attractive, he'll flirt with you. If you're a dude that finds him attractive, he'll flirt with you. Especially if those cash apps start ringing. Especially if those cash apps start ringing. What up, Too Big? Too Big is here. Germ is here. Good to see you. There's the sector. There they are. What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. If they did do something, I don't think it got past public display of affection PDA. I don't think it got past that. You know what I mean? I think maybe they kind of made out. They gonna kick my ass. They gonna kick my ass. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Can y'all even picture that shit? What's crazy? What's crazy? The reason why I'm dying is because I know y'all can picture that shit. they like they like they're sitting on the couch, right? It's late as hell. It's late. Nubian warriors running. What's up, Felicia? Nubian warrior dipped. All right, all right, all right. Look. It's late as hell, right? And they got the suite or whatever. Trini Cow. Trini Cow. What's goody? What's goody? They got the suite, right? And they like, Wanda, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Leonard, what's good? I know, Klondike. I gotta stop. Okay, the shit's not that funny. Be coach. Shut the fuck up. Tell your story. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So Ness is like, hey y'all, I gotta turn down. It's 3 a.m. Shit, I'm fucking tired. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up and hit the YouTube live. And I gotta hit the YouTube live in the morning, man. I gotta go ahead and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? They both on the couch, like, all right, Ness. All right, girl. Hey, you good? All right, Ness. Good night, Ness. Okay, Ness. So the TV's on. They try to be manly and shit, right? They turn on Sports Center and shit. They don't know what the hell's going on. They turn it on Sports Center. All right. Who makes the first move? Okay, put it in the chat. I already have the scenario in my head. Who makes the first move? Shakim or Lemon? Who makes the first move? And I'll continue. Y'all like, I do not want to get involved. I'm not putting a name in this chat. I'm not putting a name. Rig. MVK, I'm tripping, huh? Who makes the first move? Shakim or Lemon? Okay, Lemon. Oh, Shakim. Okay, Shakim's name is first. Okay, here we go. Keep it gay and Molly don't give a fuck. So Paul don't give a fuck. Bar dog. What's good, hey? All right, here we go. So they watching Sports Center, right? And they don't know what the hell is going on. They don't be watching sports. Ness is asleep. Shakim gets up, right? It's like, hey, Libet, I'm gonna go get some water, right? And as he's getting up, he's like, "Hey, you need it? You need anything? You need anything?" So as he's getting up, he kind of touches his thigh, right? You know, like, hey, kind of pats it a little bit, you know, like, hey, you need anything? I'm about to go get some water. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go get some water, man. Lemon looks over like, nah, man, I'm all right, man. But you thirsty? Shaquille. Shakil's like, yeah, man, yeah. I'm thirsty, man. I'm thirsty, man. I'm gonna go get a glass of water. I'll be right back, man. Just let me know how the game's going. He's like, man, it's Sports Center, brother. It's sports. There ain't no real game going on. Okay. So Shakil, right? Shakil goes and gets him a glass of water, right? And so as he's getting the water, you know, he takes the long way back to the couch, okay? Because what he does is he goes by the room and he kind of peeks in, and Ness is gone. Ness is catching Z's heavy, right? And so he realizes that, right? And so Ness is asleep. And so Shakim goes back to the couch, sits down, sets the glass on the coffee table in front of them, right? And so he sets the glass on the coffee table, and then Lemon is like, yo, man, you didn't even take a sip of your water, man. What's going on? He's like, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and get that water. You know what I'm saying? And so Shakim gets the water and accidentally spills the water on Lemon, okay, on his pants. Shakim's like, Lemon's like, oh damn, bro, oh man, you done spilled. Shakim's like, oh my bad, I didn't even mean to do it. It starts rubbing, right, trying to trying to dry the water. It starts rubbing, like, oh man, let me get some napkins, my bad, my bad. And as he's rubbing, he accidentally smacks something. and Lemon, and so Lemon looks up like, yo, and Shakim was like, wait, bruh. He's like, what? He's like, bruh. He's like, what? Shakim was like, I know what I just did, and I know what I just felt. And Lemon was like, what did you do? What did you feel? Shakim was like, look, man, YouTube is YouTube. That's one thing. But we here face to face. Now, on YouTube, of course, you deny being bisexual. But I just felt what I just felt. You didn't answer my question, Shakim. What did you do? And what did you feel? Shakim said, I felt you. Lemon said, you damn right. And all of a sudden, they start kissing. Now, Shakim be wearing them busted up ass basketball shorts. So it was easy access for the public displays of affection. And there's my story. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I could be wrong. Now, guess what? Guess what? Erica Fierce is in the game. Mrs. Whistledown! What's up, Miss Whistledown? Good to see you. Yollywood is in the building. Whew. Okay, so don't forget Erica Fierce is in the game. Erica Fierce, feel free. Feel free to go ahead and take that narrative and run with it. Oh, Leonard, yo. Now look, that should show you guys right there that I am not biased. I don't want to be biased. I'm not biased. Now, if I do have somebody that I'm truly, truly rocking with, of course I'm going to be biased, but at least I will admit that. You know what I'm saying? I will admit it. I'm not going to pretend as if I'm some neutral platform if I'm clearly being biased. But I wanted to share that story just to show you that, Shakim, I could talk shit about Shakim. I could talk shit about Lemon. I don't give a damn. I really don't. I don't care. I mean, it's YouTube at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And if the shit ain't true, the shit just ain't true. But if the shit is true, then why hide it? Why hide it? I mean, that wrestling had to have led to something. Because I mean, the move that Lemon had on Shakim when my wife and I are play fighting or whatever, you know, it leads to something. Wanda said Lemon finna unmod your ass. Oh, come on, Wanda. At this point, Wanda, do you think moderator sticks and all that shit truly matters to me? Seriously. Come on now. Come on. Come on, man. What truly matters to me is support, right? Just as long as we're continuing to support one another, that's all that truly matters. And as much as people hate on each other, they're still watching their live streams. They have to. They're lying if they say they don't watch people. They're still watching the people that hate on them because that's their content. right? As well. You know what I mean? So the streets are feeding each other. It is what it is. I don't trip. I don't really trip. Now, let me just say this about moderator sticks and all that. That was I'm gonna call it mod stick gate, right? That was a, how can I put this? Not a gimmick, because I don't like it being gimmicky, but it was like a thing that I was able to latch onto for content, right? Moderator boot camp stuff, lemon, moderator stick stuff, moderator sticks. And if you noticed, even throughout the beef sector, when I entered into the beef sector and I made mod sticks and all that shit a really big thing, it kind of infiltrated the beef sector a little bit. That thought, anyways, infiltrated the beef sector a little bit and it became a thing. That's what I kind of do, right? That's the ones and zeros. That's what I kind of do. I get behind things and I elevate them. I get behind worthless things and elevate them, like redirects. I remember sending MBK an IG message. I sent MBK an IG message and I said, watch how redirects and being shared out becomes a huge thing in the beef sector. It really wasn't, but at the time that I sent it to him, it wasn't. And he was pretty much like, what the hell are you talking about? And I was like, watch, I'm gonna make it a huge thing, a big thing, redirects and being shared out. I'm gonna make that a huge thing, like a big issue, like I truly, truly care about it. Now watch how that takes shape and takes hold, and it's going to, create narratives and stuff. And sure enough, the shit happened. The shit happened. I mean, it just. You failed boot camp, so bomb. No, you did. You did not fail boot camp. You did not fail boot camp. Boot camp wasn't real. It wasn't real. Now, I did make some real connections, though. I did make some real connections. For real. Like a so bomb, like a Shauna. I heard Shauna be going through it. Okay. Okay, I don't have to be politically correct because this is what they are. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it straight up. I heard all majority of the transsexuals in the B sector been going through it. Y'all, 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 y'all be going through it, man. Shit. Like Pearl said, I passed boot camp. Shit. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you. Yeah, it was. I don't care how many women he claims to. Oh gosh, man, Ghost DNA is on Lemon's ass right now. So Boss said, "Wait, I'm not trans though. No, I'm talking about Shauna and Lady Dimples and Tulsa. Like shit, damn, damn." And I heard they all bang. Well, not Shauna, but I heard Lady Dimples and Tulsa. I could be wrong, but they banging for Shakim right now, or they're banging against each other for Shakim right now. Is that true or shit? This is crazy. STL. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's good to see you. Good to see you. That's that St. Louis shit right there. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. So yeah, there's that, right? Lady Dimples destroys all enemies. Oh, Lord, yeah, that must be Lady Dimples as a Beasley troll right there. I think. Got the trans girl. Yeah, Shot Ken got the trans girls going crazy, going crazy, going crazy. Shot Kim got the trans girls going crazy. Shot Kim has them in an uproar. Now, hey, I don't know, man. Look, ever since Shakim came out of the closet and made himself available, you know what I mean? I guess I don't blame a trans person that thinks he's attractive to shoot their shot. I guess I don't know. Shoot your shot. He's the one that made himself available, right? He's the one that shoot. Go ahead, Dimples. I ain't even mad at you. Shit. Lady Sparkles has entered the playgrounds. Okay. Shakim. Oh Lord. All right. All right. So what else? What else has been happening? Let's catch up. Okay. So I think I've established that I am unbiased and I'm going to try my hardest to remain unbiased. What's up, Yvonne? Good to see you, superstar. What up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. So what I'm gonna do now is I do have a couple of other things that I would like to talk about. So I'm gonna talk about those things. Nothing's written down because when I do like prepare shows and stuff, I really like to take my time. I really like to have an agenda. I really like to have solid notes. I think MBK knows that. He knows that, right? I really like to have all that, but I can't do that shit when I'm sneaking around going live. So all of this is freestyle. All of this is freestyle. So okay, I'm gonna drop the link for anybody that would like to come up. You come up, holla at me real quick. Let's catch up on these YouTube streets. Let me know what else is going on that I may have missed. Let me know your thoughts on things. I don't care who you are and whatever it is that you want to talk about. Speak on it, and I'll give you an honest assessment on whatever it is that you're trying to talk about, as far as, you know, people in the beef sector, people in the Umar Johnson sector, people on YouTube. For instance, the white dude, right? The white dude that was on Lemon's joint the other day, right? Last night, I think, right? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Is that a Safeway? Hold on. Hold on. Let me know. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. I'm gonna have to hit pounds real quick and get my groceries. Nah, I mean, hold on, that ain't Safeway. Damn it. Damn it. This is the first time that we've ever like ordered groceries and had them delivered to our house. I feel like a baller. It feels weird how this works. Oh shit. Carrie Ann is in the building. Yo.
Or not.
Or not. What's good?
Or not.
Yeah, I know. Or not. Lord.
Well,
You ain't shit,
listen.
Star.
Well, listen. I just wanted to, make sure everybody knew that, the fact that she was on your panel
Mm-hmm.
the last time you had gave her that win against Bree. Oh, can't stand you. So she wanted to be cool with you.
Mm-hmm.
And said, remember when I protected you at one time, binary, even though she actually reported you? Like, what kind of crazy bullshit was that?
I
You
do
just
remember
totally
that. I'm
forgot
not
that
I'm
she.
not hating on her though, but I do remember that. I do remember that.
Oh, I got my first two strikes ever in my life. Alan Illogical has struck me. So I had
Oh
to say,
wow.
even though taking your videos down don't do anything, I guess it makes me feel protected. So I spent an hour trying to private live. What else is going on? But like I said, I feel like if I do go live at the planetarium, somebody's gonna strike me, to get back at me anyway. So, because I use so many
Dang.
people material, I used a lot of material that did not belong to me.
Yeah, that's true. You are a thief. You're a thief. Hmm.
So I'm trying to get the time to create another channel, and we'll see how
Not
that
you
goes.
trying to create another channel. Remember a long time ago when I was trying to make you a legit content creator? That
Yeah,
didn't happen.
yeah.
That
That
didn't
didn't
happen.
have. Listen, I'm lazy. I'm a lazy content YouTube creator, and I apologize. Like you was like, Star, you cannot put this on your channel. Even Mr. Guy was like, Star, why are you putting this on your? Why are you doing
Crazy.
this? Why you don't have commentary? So Mr. Golly just been, she got on my ass, and I was like,
Well,
Mr.
good.
Golly,
I'm
I
glad.
like to be free.
Yeah, but now you're not free. Your channel finna get snatched.
I'm in jail.
You ain't
I'm in
free,
jail.
girl. Yeah, you
So
ain't you
Bree
finna be in
went to
jail.
mix. Oh, you crazy? Listen, but I'm a listen. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better.
All
Did
right.
you know Bree went to Mexico?
I heard about that.
Okay,
Do
some
you think that
Mexican
that
dude
was
was
better? Do
flirting.
you think that was better than Vegas?
Well, I think she had a better time than the people did in Vegas, but Vegas has its own thing where it has like content. Because it kept giving this. It kept giving. You know what I'm saying? But Bree
Mm-hmm.
looked like she had a better like drama free time, which is a lot of people don't like to see people enjoying their life.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. So I mean, I haven't really
Yeah,
heard
it was
from Bree
good.
in a minute. Is she still doing content?
Yeah, so she did admit that she was taking a little break, and so she thought people, because she said people thought I was probably not going to do content anymore or whatever. So she did. She just said that she was taking a break.
Oh, okay. And you said a Mexican dude was flirting with her?
Yeah, that was the cutest.
Oh, a Cuban?
I said, did you leave us for that Mexican dude?
I-
So she
So
did
I
not leave
mean,
us for that.
did she put him on did she put him on camera?
No, no, no,
Oh, so
no,
this is
no.
just her
I think
word, so
she just
nobody
said
really
nothing
knows.
ever even came of it. No,
Oh.
she was flirting with her. She was doing a lot of stuff to her, started
Uh-oh,
talking
sorry.
to her and
Uh-oh,
stuff
sorry.
like that.
Your
And you
phone's
tell
cutting in
you
and
want
out,
me to
girl.
tell.
Your phone is cutting in and out. Lord help us. What is up with your connection? Oh boy. So while Star gets her connection together, that's news. That's newsworthy. Did people actually hear the Cuban dude speaking to Bree? Or is this just hearsay? Because I mean, you leave it up to just any old person, they can make up. They can make up that they've been with, you know. So let me know, chat. Did y'all hear the dude flirting with Bree? Did Bree put the guy on cam? Did she expose text messages? Or is she just talking? Because with Vegas, we at least know that there was a friendly tussle. Nah, I mean, Chrissy, what's goody? Good to see you, Chrissy. Yeah, I'm hiding. I'm hiding on the backup to the backup. I'm hiding right now. I'm hiding. My wife is gone for a meeting. So Nikki, what's good? And so I get to actually speak loud. I'm not in the office. I'm actually in my room. So my kids know when that door is closed, don't be coming in, you know what I'm saying? So my youngest ain't gonna be ratting me out. So here we are. All right, Lady Dimples is here. Let me bring Lady Dimples up. What's up?
Hey, I'm literally in the line at Costco to get gas, so I got like 5 minutes. But I got to tell you real quick. First of all, Star still got that story so wrong. There is so
Uh
much content in that. Bree went on this vacation, right, with
oh. Mm-hmm.
some mystery guy, right? They had
Mm-hmm.
some type of fallout to the point that she had to relocate and get her own room.
Damn.
And then when she cammed up, I guess at the little ship excursion, it was for her birthday. Those were the workers at the little thing trying to cheer her up. They weren't flirting with her. They were trying to cheer her up, and she was stuffing tacos in her mouth, eating in misery and everything
Oh
because she got
wow.
played on this ship, and she's trying to process it. Like, what could happen if you go on a vacation with somebody on a cruise and you fall out to the point that you got to get your own room? Like, that is
Damn.
bad. And we all know if you ever been on a cruise ship, there ain't no escaping. That's why
Right.
Pastor Jay Wilson was in that library because he couldn't go nowhere. So it was he
Damn.
hilarious. And then I guess she was so butthurt after it. That's why she went MIA for it was less than a week and people were acting crazy. But because I'm about to pull up to this gas one, but I got two things.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, that
Mm-hmm.
story that you told about the limited thing, it
Lord.
was too accurate. I don't know if that was some fantasy that you were had, but it was definitely giving projections.
Not
It was way
projection,
too
Lord.
detailed. It
Stop.
was way too detailed.
That's just how I get down. But go ahead.
It just makes me very uncomfortable how your mind go. And then I'm wondering if you have played that situation out with other females. And then when you said that wrestling move, which I'm a right, that was very erotic, homo or not. And then you said that leads to things. So what you do that to your wife? Like, man, please. But I got it. Another thing. I'm talking really fast, more than fast, because I'm
You're
really
good.
gotta go. But about the Shaquem thing, I wanted to believe you and everything, but until I saw that freak Twitter myself and saw him screwing, because I really thought he might not. I mean, I was dumbfounded. I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you. He was piping down dudes, talking nasty. It was him. He thinks he's slick because he deactivated the page and now he's changed his name, but the link still works. I mean, but he's stupid. He's hustling backwards. Hold on. He's hustling backwards
Okay.
because you're out there putting out free content. You got 10K subs. Why haven't you been at OnlyFans? Like, you're stupid. You are
Oh
so
wow.
stupid. If you don't want to work, ain't had a job for 2 years, it doesn't clearly there's an audience and people like what you're putting down. Why haven't you done it? But that just goes to his insecurity. But I'm at the pump. So this is my last point. If you can, and if I can't come back, I can probably not. But please tell me if you saw anything, what your viewpoints are with me and him, because we fell out. If you don't know, you know, basically what happened is I've been crushing on him for day one, swinging, banging,
Right.
and everything. Now the narrative is that he's saying that he never knew I liked him. He never knew
Hmm.
any of that. He admitted that I gave him over $400, which I haven't gave
Damn.
nobody no money. Like, I'm amazed I gave him that much money. I mean,
Damn.
it's little money, but you know, I'm amazed I did that. But and then the fact that you gave ping pics to two people, ODS and KRN, and those are
What?
two people that I really don't get along with. And and then this is what's going on now. So how the freak Twitter got exposed this. All right, so he was on YouTube Camera's page, I guess on Friday or whatever, or Saturday, whatever. And all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
he, I guess, admits that he likes KRN, which I could tell because you remember he was in KRN's inbox and everything. So it made sense. KRN's a nice looking guy. Like, I'm not gonna hate on him
Right.
like that. So apparently within that, he sent him a video, but he sent him the link to the freak Twitter. I didn't notice. So I was so hurt about it, Binary. I was crushed. Like, I was so hurt. Because I'm like, this is the
I'm
second
sorry.
time you did this to me. I
Damn.
really thought, like, clearly we never had no conversation, but you know, he never told me that he didn't like me like other
Right.
people. And I asked him to be clear with me. So anyway, long story short, on Sunday night, I'm sitting in my bed. I'm so hurt. And I believe like the Holy Spirit just sent this to me. And I know it's like crazy, but 600 miles away on this gay application, this person says, Dimples, don't say I ever sent you anything, and sent me his link to his freak Twitter page. Now the narrative is that it was Lemon that gave it to me. But first of all, why would I cover for Lemon? Because me and Lemon aren't cool at this point. And secondly, Lemon never said, when I'm trying to ask him, and that's like, what did he send? Lemon claims that what he saw on the laptop were sex flyer things. He
Whoa.
never saw the Twitter or anything, and that's how he was able to out him. Which I was like, that was stupid. Like, I could have swung and banged and turned that in a minute. But anyway, so long story short, I sent it, and now he's trying to say that me and Lemon are colluding and that I did it, and I'm like, no. But the haha is, I guess he's so clouded by his judgment. The all leads will lead to KRM because you sent it to him, and you mean to tell me if you only sent it to him, how did it get to me? I didn't have it.
Whoa. That
Yeah. So
shit.
I'm asking you, what do you think about that? And especially once he go on the record, I'm like, did I ever lie to you? He's like, no. He kicks me out the panel. He gets so mad. I've never seen him so mad. And it's just like, I'm not lying to you. Like, I wish I could tell you. I know it's a crazy story. I know it's crazy, but that's what happened. And unfortunately,
Shit.
I tried to screenshot it, but Jack has this thing where if you screenshot, it just blacks out everything. So the only thing I
Mm.
have is like the timestamp and like, you know, a shot of the thing, like it's a white screen. But like, I'm not a liar. I wouldn't lie about that. I'm not that creative to even think of a story like that. And my story hasn't changed. But I say this to say to you, did I wasn't there points that he did lead me on? Like, I didn't, like, we didn't reach out, and that was me protecting myself. And secondly,
Right.
did I totally misread everything? But anyway, I gotta go. They're honking at me.
All right. Yeah, I got you. I got
Listen,
you. Yeah, they're
bye
honking at you.
y'all.
I got you. All right. Peace, Lady Dimples. Good Lord. MBK is here. Let me bring MBK up. God damn. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's good, bro?
Man, it's been a minute, man. Chilling,
Yeah,
chilling.
good to see you in the pocket. You feel me? Good to see
Yeah.
you.
Isn't that man? That shit, man. That was a lot. Lady Dimples just laid on us. God.
Well, yeah. You know, listen. I'll say this. There's been no shortage of content. That's for sure. That's for sure. But
Did I catch what she said correctly? Like, she said she was on Shakim's Twitter watching him pipe dudes down.
okay, so a couple things, bro. 'Cause I know you've been out the loop, goddamn.
Right. Yeah. Fill me in.
So as far as Shakim, she kind of came up and said what I was going to say, because you kind of left that out when you were saying you thought that he's asexual, right?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't doing nothing. He just gonna be for whatever. I thought that too. Like, he trolling,
Mm-hmm.
he fucking around. But then this freak Twitter shit popped up, and that's what she was explaining to you. This nigga got a Twitter where he's smashing all these dudes on it.
That's
Yo, that's a
crazy.
whole next level shit.
That's insane,
Yo, I can't.
man.
Remember,
Oh.
I used to say I can't compete with this nigga. Man, do you see what I mean? Yo, this nigga's on a whole other level, boy.
She said he got 10K subs and people are watching him pipe down dudes, man. That's
They said
insane.
raw.
What?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm like, no.
Oh,
So
dude,
I mean,
oh.
that's out of my league. Once I hear that, like, that's if that's he I don't have no more comment. Like, I don't even know what to say at that point. Like,
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what to say.
That's tough, man. That's tough. I would have never guessed it, man, because I mean, just his whole demeanor and how he acts and like how I seen him in Vegas and stuff. I didn't really think he was like, I
No, I have been saying that already though. That he's kind of. I thought he was kind of like just kind of adopting some of the ways of the gay men because he'd been over here kind of working with them every
Right.
day doing content and shit. But then in Vegas, that was actually telling because they was like how they was walking and talking and like acting in front of the camera. Like, it did look kind of like it's. I
Like it
don't
was
know, man.
natural.
I
Like
don't
it was
know,
a natural
man.
thing, like it's real.
Yeah, like, damn, to see that shit, like you see him online acting out, but when the Vegas shit happened, that shit opened my eyes to a lot, bro. The little bit of
Yeah.
video I saw, like
Yeah.
I had to reevaluate how I see some things, but that's
Man.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, what's your thoughts about Grandpa Joe outing that white dude on Lemon's panel the other last night? Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't really understand it because I don't know nothing about that group. I mean, I know they
Right.
talk about there's some other troll groups on here or whatever.
Hmm.
I don't know. But the thing that was weird is he admitted that he does use the N word. I thought that was stupid.
Right.
Somebody
Right.
used it without the ER, so that got him booted. But
Hmm.
yeah, that was weird. I don't know. I heard about these different troll groups or whatever that take down your channel or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't really know. I don't really know about that group. But but but
Now.
but but Dimples, right?
Hmm.
I wish you would stayed up here. Um, Dimples, in my opinion, is going through the same thing. It's the same situation with her and Shakim that's taking place right now with Lemon and Kristen. I don't know if you've been watching that
Mm-hmm.
whole thing.
Hmm.
It's the same
Hmm.
thing, right? Like you have to know it's not real, right?
Right.
It could be maybe a little internet realness too, but the shit ain't real. And it's like one person in each situation kind of fell a little bit too hard, right?
Hmm.
They they they
Hmm.
they, they probably started out knowing it was not real, right? But then they probably saw a few things or had a couple of experiences in there, and it got them excited and started making them think like maybe there
Yep.
really is a chance this shit can happen. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so like some feelings got hurt. It looks like, but yeah, Shakim
Yeah.
is tearing up the beef sector, bro. He's got them
Crazy.
all in a tizzy.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope, man. That's good for him. You know what I mean? I mean, at what cost? I mean, that's his cost. He's willing to pay that price. I mean, good for
Shit.
good for him. So let's jump on the Just Krista thing real quick, and then I want to talk to you about some allegations that are being made about the finessers. Okay, so
You go, yo, I like how
already.
you slid that in there.
Well, you're still a finesser, right? But that's no secret, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's the 10.
Hey, not a YouTube cameras troll. Is YouTube cameras is under the gun for something? Or dang, did I miss something?
YouTube cameras got the hottest morning show. You know how it is when you're at the top. They
Oh,
all
okay.
start coming for you. They start
Yeah,
fucking
that's
with you.
that's facts. That's facts. Okay,
She killing it right now.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so I'm thinking, just Krista, right? Um, Lemon wanted to get mad content. And I'm not even gonna say he wanted to get just live stream content. I think before it got crazy, like just Krista doesn't realize she may have dodged a bullet. Because if she would have started sending this man stuff, unless she
Mm,
has already, unless she
mm,
has, or if she would have started like phone set, like all that stuff, that's
mm-hmm.
just that's just loading up the arsenal. You know what I'm saying? just loading it up. And I mean, Lemon's smart, man. He is smart, so he could have had her completely exposed. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I mean, it did. Well, they did do that. They did that kind of stuff, right? But they,
Shit.
yeah, but I mean, they're telling you there's no aha to it. Lemon told you he showed her his paint, his wood. He said that. That's the he did that for her. He showed her that in his Cash App amount. I don't know what the two have to do with it, one another, but those are the two things he decided to share that evening. And then I don't know that Krista shared anything with him, but I don't think that would be a big deal if she did. Like clearly they doing the video thing, and then we talk about Krista, but we never seen Krista below the neck. So this shit, Krista could be like Paula Abdul or some shit. Like, I mean, like we don't know. Like she might be like, who the fuck knows down on the bottom, like some crazy Trina type shit going on. Like, you know what I mean? So you don't know what the fuck he done seen. But clearly he done seen something.
Something that ran him off. It ran him off, man. He got run off, man. That's wild. So President Jesse Cat 31 is in the building. YM is here. Make a Change said he must be dreaming. We're on a panel. This is alive. He tripping. He like, what the hell? So yeah, but we here. It's real. Y'all ain't dreaming. That shit was funny though. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
not her talking about let's take a shower and then he run.
I think, see, at the end of the day, I've been hard on Krista through this thing, because but I guess she know what she's doing, bro. This was a really good come up for her. Like at the end of the day,
she ruined it
right,
though, but yeah.
At the end of the day, like we need to have a conversation about this new play phenomenon, right? This is the new thing now, right? Everything's a play. And I don't understand what's wrong with a play. Everything is first of all, this is entertainment, right? It's an entertainment act.
Facts.
So if it's not a play, what the fuck are y'all looking for? A fucking real murder on the screen?
Oh yeah, that's what they're looking. That's what they're looking for.
You want like you want to see somebody get locked up? You want to see so?
Oh yeah, they want that shit.
So if two people like if a Lemon, I guess, could play with her, you got the 30-year-old and the 50-year-old, right? That's boom. That's content. That's something to talk about.
Facts.
And then they really started like, showing each other. So now, even if it is a play, they are really acting it out, and you got to respect that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like in the movies, right? They're giving you a good ass play if they're actually physically showing themselves to each other and going. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yep.
So she's here now, and she's established. She got to come up. And
I spoke on Just Krista and K-Fit, their situation earlier, and I was saying how Just Krista kind of dropped the ball because she was talking about K-Fit and talking about how she's going to go in. And I was looking forward to the live. I was like, oh shit, she finna respond. She finna go in or whatever. But then K-Fit pulled the reverse psychology card, hit the panel, and pretty much had Just Krista say what she was going to say on her live and calm down. You know what I mean? I was like, damn. Yeah. So Just Krista, she does that. Same thing with Landlord, right? Remember, I don't know if you remember this, but when her and Landlord were having their little kerfuffle, I jumped on her side and I was giving Landlord hell. You know what I mean? I even went to the black sector giving Landlord hell, and she totally let that fall. You know what I mean? To the wayside. So she's too old for this. I don't know. You really can't be too old for YouTube because it's you know what I mean? But it just feels like she keeps dropping the ball when she has momentum. It's crazy to me.
So maybe that might be true, and maybe that's why this time I don't think she dropped the ball. No, because this time, look what she did. She left. She went live, and she did what all the veteran content creators do. They commandeer the hate train. Yeah. Right. See, the hate train is coming, right, and that's what she's experiencing now. I don't know if she understands that or not, but whenever you're beefing with the big dog, right? All of their haters are gonna come to your channel now and be your support base. Oh yeah. Shit. And then they're gonna talk shit about Lemon. They're gonna jump on the panel, Lemon, fuck you. But the real test is gonna come once this dies, right? And then she's gonna look around and does that 250 now go back down to 30, 40, 20, and now you're searching for a new storyline or a new internet man or whatever. Now, on the flip side, and I said this actually I was telling the finesses this earlier. Lemon did some wild shit. I don't even think he did it on purpose, but all of this shit, the way he even managed this whole crazy situation with this Mrs. Lemon shit, this nigga has straight up created a whole fucking market for whoever becomes his woman online.
Crazy.
That's something now that you got chicks out here gonna be aspiring to do, because you get all of this attention. You the new person you get to argue with Jay Dunn and them every night until you can't take it no more, right? They're gonna come at you, the chat gonna come at you, everybody's gonna know you, you're gonna break up at some point, and boom, you off now. Like that's like how he put you on. And then you can go get another one. And this is it's like a whole reality show situation he done created, because the shit got pretty interesting at some points. Got a little played after a while, but
right. Like when I was being nosy and was listening or whatever in the clouds or whatnot, I couldn't even take the relationship serious. And I think this was like maybe a month ago. I think it could have been that long. I'm not too sure. But when I heard it, I was just like, yeah, this is a play. I can't even take this shit serious. But it was a good one though. You know what I mean?
it was really good.
It was a good one. So, kudos to Just Krista, kudos to Lemon for keeping the sector on fire. Big Riggs is here. Let me bring him up, man. See what's on this dude's mind. Nah, he done dipped.
He did.
He done dipped. Yeah, so word on the street, right, is that what's his name? Logan, really Lewis is his name, was sent by Ness.
Logan? I don't even know who that is.
That's the white boy that
My bad, bro. My bad.
What up, Rick? Yeah.
I mean, well, man, like, where did that come from? Like, I don't have any idea where that's coming from. But
it is Instagram. I don't know if I can give out my sources. I might get in trouble. Well, they might not tell me nothing else.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Where would she even know him from?
I don't know, but she knows people like her neighbor. That's a white dude.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? I'm not reaching. They might be reaching. I'm just saying. I thought it was intriguing. I thought it was intriguing because word on the street, and don't forget, Jay Dunn does have my Instagram. I'm not saying this is her though, but word on the street is that. is that Lemon and Jay Dunn is kicking the finessers ass right now, and y'all are trying to sabotage them.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like you making up stuff like reading them, dude. That's crazy.
Hey, I'm making up stuff.
Yeah, that's totally absurd. So here's the reason you don't want to be in that camp that you're trying to align yourself with.
I'm not trying to align myself.
Right. What you're seeing is somebody in Jay Dunn who's been trailing the pack the whole time, who's been upset that Ness has kicked it to the curb and that she can't get a word in with her edgewise. What you've seen her do is attach herself to Lemon, right? And you see her now creating these competitions. This is the mental illness part. You see her now creating competitions with herself, right? You know, the other night, we compete. All y'all gather around. We competing with Ness. They're not even thinking about her. Like she's making these competitions up in her head. Nobody's competing. Now
I am falling for the shit, but go ahead.
So listen, so here's the thing. If you think back to when we used to do commentary and we used to talk all the 2.0 shit and what was making Ness and Bree and Lemon great, it was what? These crazy ass panels. And so Lemon has done what? He stayed with the 2.0 formula. And of course it's gonna be very entertaining. It's crazy, it's a lot of shit going on in between that I ain't really crazy about that Lemon is doing, but that's neither here nor there. So now what do you have? You got Ness. She done moved on to like a kind of a different type of content now. She's more concerned. She's more focused on this vertical thing because you can just go in there and talk your shit, and then it is what it is. So there's a different dynamic that's formed now. So
now the vertical thing did up her subs. I just don't know how I feel about it. Nurse Noreen is here. Miss T Velocity's in the building. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's because the subs are up there. It's just the trolling is just way out of hand. Big Rig, what's on your mind, man? Just set MBK straight, man, because that's a real good theory that somebody sent me that Ness done sent that white boy over to Lemon.
What white boy? That white boy last night?
Yeah, that dropped the N-word and stuff. trying to
Yeah,
sabotage you in
I
this
left
joint.
when he started talking. I knew it was gonna be something funny though that was gonna crack. There'd be some cold motherfuckers stopping in over there, man.
Damn.
Riggs was good. Riggs, you like that school bus?
Yeah, that motherfucker was hard, bro. You know I like that shit.
Fire. Yeah, Code is trolling, you know, and that's what he do.
How am I trolling? That was legit. That was maybe not what the person sent me was legit, but it was a
he's
legit.
trolling. He's trolling.
Nah, it was legit, bro. It's a good claim to make.
Good claim.
So Stephanie Collins is actually white. She does not say the N-word, which is awesome. But she's been going through some things right now. Her image and all kinds of stuff is out there. What's up, Stephanie?
No, I just came up here to ask y'all if y'all was looking for a white boy, because I heard you was looking for a white boy.
Oh, now you trying to be a white boy. Lord help us.
I heard what allegedly this white boy said last night, and all I got to say is, that wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
That wasn't you.
She dipped. Okay. Yeah, I missed the B sector and the Umar sector. I missed T Velocity big time. I'm sneaking on this joint right now. Stargate, welcome back. Hopefully your device is good.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's way better.
What's good?
Okay, I had to get out the woods. You know my clients be in the woods and shit. So listen.
What's up, Stargate?
Hey, that was Big Rig.
Big Rig.
Hey, Stargate, what's going on?
Hey,
not Big
doing?
She must be trying to get the cash out. Trying to get the cash out.
And I said Big Rig. I did say Big and Big. Okay.
She's Borgin, or is that me?
Yeah, she's Borgin everybody. She's Borgin again, girl. Dang, what is up with you?
Oh Lord.
Maybe this is the Lord telling you, yeah, you ain't gonna get your troll on today. But go ahead, we're gonna be quiet, so just in case we're not gonna overtalk you while Borgin. Girl. Lord.
I think she's trying to get the phone together or something, bro.
This is crazy.
I just came up real quick, Cole, just so you know what I'm saying, say what's up to you, bro. I seen you was live, so I had to drop in one time, man. Then I seen MBK jump up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we here, man. And you be going live now. What's your thoughts on going live, bro? You know your time is coming, G.
Oh yeah. hey, you know it is what it is, man. You feel me? Shit, I ain't worried about it.
Yeah,
but I love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun, man. Shit. So I'm just doing my thing, man. I'm gonna get down tonight. You feel me? So
that's what's up.
Whatever happens.
Yep.
You having fun till your ass end up on that chopping block.
I know.
Hey, I already know, bro. But I try to stay out the way, man. I do my own kind of thing, bro. I don't really
Big Rig.
What's up?
I had this exact same philosophy. I'm gonna stay out the way, just do a little commentary, just do a little. Man, you're gonna be part of somebody's storyline or somebody's
for sure, man. I be seeing funny narratives already.
Wait till the detectives start getting into your shit, bro. That's that sucks. All right, Miss T Velocity's here, and hopefully Stargate with a good connections here.
Hey, how you doing, Miss T?
For sure, I'm gonna go ahead and drop though, man. Y'all can continue to have this dope ass stream, bro.
All right, Rick.
All right, bro. Holla at you.
Looky back. Can you hear me? Oh.
Yep, we can hear you.
Hey, how you doing, Miss T?
Hey, welcome back, fam. Y'all know I've always rocked with y'all.
Yeah, we try. I don't know if we back. I'm like sneaking on YouTube, and I did hit MBK up a while back, and I was like, look, when I'm on, please just hit the link, brother. So it's got to be one of those type of things right now.
But I'm really glad to see you all back.
Yeah, you doing your thing though. You doing your thing, Miss T. I'll be seeing you.
Oh man, they be on me too.
She was over there the other day cursing somebody out.
Shit. Man, it's just so sad though. It's so sad because it's supposed to be fun, and man, we constantly gotta fight out here, and I just don't want to fight. I just want to be a lover and be a little messy.
Right. You know what's crazy is what really took me over to Pizza's live this morning is I was going through my community wall or whatnot. Not my community wall, but I was going through my subscriber wall or whatever, and I saw
Uh-huh.
your community post, and you was like, "Yo, this is just sad," right? And I'm like, "Damn, what is she talking about?" Right? And so I go to the comments, and they're like, "Oh, you talk about that pizza scenario?" I was like, "Oh, let me get my ass over there and catch all the replays."
No, I wasn't talking about that, man. This stuff just crazy. But listen, at the end of the day, I wish we could just keep it 100 and keep it fun. Everybody
Hmm.
just doing commentary. I ain't out here to
Right.
try to hurt nobody. I ain't gonna never. Let me tell you something. I could be nasty, but I ain't gonna never get malicious, diabolical, and nasty. I don't have to
Mm.
because I flip. I'll cut this shit out before I do that. But some
Yeah.
people feel it necessary. It feel it's necessary,
But
and
what if they
especially
try
when
to
you get
hurt
numbers.
you?
Hurt me
What if
how,
they
baby?
try to
They
hurt
can't hurt me. They can't hurt
Well,
me.
what if
Hurt me how?
they some people just they want to come after you because your light shines so bright, you had a right to
Uh-huh.
defend yourself.
Well,
So
you
you
know what?
gotta
This is the difference. Sorry, baby. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
I will
no,
say
I was
this
just
about Miss T.
This the difference
Target.
between me and them. Oh, this is the difference between me and them, and I don't want you ever forget me. Forget what I tell you. I'm not like them. They not built like me. This
Mm.
shit is not good. This is not going to disrupt my life.
mm,
I'm just being honest with you. I'm locked solid. I don't change for anyone. I'm not canoodling with anyone. I'm not siding with anyone. I'm not clicking up with anyone. I'm
I
gonna
love
always
that.
be Miss T Velocity. I've been there for 5 years, and I always tell people, "Hey, listen, whatever you could do to me, trust me, I probably could do it 100 times harder or worse. I'm just not gonna let myself get like that. So
right.
if they come after me, when they come
So
after me,
hurt them when they try to hurt you, right?
they do try. They do try.
They
They
don't get
do
very
try.
far though. That's the
Right,
thing.
right.
And let me just say this. This is how I know Miss T is telling the truth because I remember when her and Jay Dunn were somewhat going back and forth. Miss T Velocity, she kind of was like, let me get my troll bag real quick, and she went light on Jay Dunn and had Jay Dunn completely out of her body, camming up, filming her neighborhood, filming her grocery store. I was like, God damn. And then I think you took a break after that. But that just shows you.
You
That
know
just shows
why?
you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not to cut you off, baby.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
The reason why I take a break is because I know what I'm capable of doing. I know how my
Hmm.
family. I know. So before I allow myself to get into that mode and to get mixed up in some shit that I can't come back from,
Mm.
I'll go ahead and take a break. And that's the problem with people. They too invested that they don't take a break.
Yep.
And see, before I let myself go over the edge and start calling, all these places and doing all, I'll just go ahead and just take a break. Just take a break and
Hmm.
come back. And I'm only gonna be one and done with you most times. I'm not gonna go back and forth
Yeah.
with you. So
Miss T is from our hood, Cole. She built different. It's a
Hmm.
different energy we come with. It's different.
Yeah, I'm
and
digging
I
it.
think people don't
She
understand that
got
though.
Jay
People
Dunn shot.
Oh, Stargate, you might have to just hang it up until you get home, girl,
yeah,
and just pray that I'm
yeah.
still live. Your phone is killing. Your phone is killing you.
Yeah, you
And
sound
I'm
crazy.
trying. But yeah, that's how that go. People let this shit get into their real lives and they be on here telling their business. You got to and some people will dig, but see,
Hmm.
I'm not coming out here telling y'all my business. I'm not your friend. I'm
Right.
just on here doing commentary. That's all. I'm just a
Yeah.
CC. I'm not getting out here and tell you my business or nothing. You gonna either have to
Yeah.
dig that shit up or guess it. I
Yeah.
don't give you no indications. I thought you was a lesbian. I'm gonna be a lesbian. I mean, it's possible to be a lesbian married. That go to show you that y'all don't follow me. I've been happily married for 40 years, 40 something
She.
years. So yeah. So how am I a lesbian? But people will pin anything on you. They'll say anything, and you got to know these people are diabolical. They don't stop. They lock into you like a pit bull. And I'm
That's
not. I'm
facts.
just not gonna do that, baby. I'm gonna keep it moving. That's what I'm gonna
Hmm.
keep it doing. You gonna fight with your damn self or fight with the
No, that's
air.
facts. I
Yeah,
didn't learn that the hard way in the beef sector, but I did learn that the hard way in the Umar Johnson sector. That
yeah,
sometimes you just got to fall back, take a break. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, because the
yeah.
because the YouTube is always gonna be here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yep. Yep. So
And some of the same people gonna be in the same spot. Some of the same people gonna be in the same spot doing the same thing. And
yeah.
I'm just not that interested in it, baby. I really not. But I appreciate you for letting me come on your platform. It's good to
Yep.
see you.
Yep.
Um,
Oh,
unfortunately, y'all show didn't continue because I loved it. I loved it.
thanks, Miss
I
T.
love that yin and yang dynamic, and they
That's
they
what's
didn't
up.
understand it because they knew y'all was gonna become powerful. Think
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you know how you're talking about breaks. It doesn't mean it's over. It's just my life did drastically change, and I'm not gonna let you two fuck that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
exactly,
Keep
exactly.
things in
And
perspective.
and here's the craziest thing. That's the reason why, and I'm talking about my people. That's the reason why a lot of black people don't succeed because they have a crab in the barrel mentality. And when they see you
Exactly.
doing good, they want to destroy you instead of help building you as a
Right.
community. They don't know nothing about that. But before I let them destroy me, I'll shut this shit down. It don't mean that much
Yup.
to me.
Yup.
So
Facts. And
They
isn't
don't.
that
They don't.
sad that I had something like I had something great happen in my life and I can't even share it with all these black folks.
nah,
I can't
don't
even
share
share
it.
it.
That,
Don't
I'm
ain't
not
share it.
going
something.
to. I'm just saying that's crazy how that works, man.
Miss T,
Well,
Miss T, they don't
yes, baby.
they don't understand that when people have success in their community, that it actually helps their community, right?
Right.
Every
Everybody.
everybody's got this attitude of as soon as someone looks like they're getting up, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them,
Yep.
and that
Hey.
actually is a microcosm of what goes on in the real world
In the
with
real
niggas and
world.
black people, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
We
sad.
constantly trying to
Mm-hmm.
fuck our fellow
Yep.
man over,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
it's nasty work, man. So yeah,
Well,
it's
it's
unfortunate.
systematically designed. It's systematic, and unfortunately, we bit the bullet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Yeah, I hear you.
systematic design. We've been trained to destroy each other. Why do you
Those
think
are
we
facts.
all like drama so much? Is a form of
You're right.
destruction, a mental destruction. You know, and
Yeah.
so that's the real deal, and it's so deep that we don't. Some people don't understand what's
Mm.
being done to us, but we conform into the ways that they are is designed to destroy us, and that's a fact. I don't care what people say. Oh no, black people always say this. No, 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 no. I say we are
Mhm.
is designed to destroy us, and we bit the bullet. We
Yep.
took the bait, and we continue to take the bait. Every time somebody get a couple of numbers over here or doing something good and getting recognized, getting a couple of cash apps and super chat, you want to go to destroy it. You
No,
you want
that's
to
Right,
tear
real.
up their platform. Why?
Yeah.
right.
And
But why?
Wanda's 100% right. It's not just black folks. It's we are in a black space though, so
Right,
that's why I said it like that. You know what I mean? But it's every race. People just be hating. But Miss T
right.
Velocity is also right that they have programmed us black people to
Yeah,
turn against one another. So it's pretty sad.
yeah.
Like,
And you know what? I can always agree that it's not black folks, but I tell you, it's not only black folks. But I'm a black woman,
mhm.
100% black woman. So
Yep.
I worry about me first, my community first, my people first,
Absolutely.
because I am a
Absolutely.
black woman. But it's happening everywhere. But I see what's happening to us the most because we stay in those spaces. But
Mm.
with that
There it
being
is.
said, I'm
I
driving.
think
I got to go. Go ahead.
I
I was
gotta
just
let
gonna
her go,
say
but go ahead,
I
MDK.
no, was just gonna say I think though that the one thing that other races do that we don't do, yeah, they do attack each other, but
Hmm.
they seem to realize when we need somebody to succeed for the greater good of the group. We
Hmm.
don't have no, and we just kill, 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 kill. Like
Mhm.
Exactly.
Obama, Malcolm X, Garvey. There has not been a
Mm.
leader in the history of our history that has not been brutally attacked by us and trying to
Exactly.
be taken out of power, right? Sometimes we got to
Hmm.
fall back and understand that if that person makes it, it could be better for all of us, right? Somebody got to get through. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? But I don't know. It's just my opinion.
But you know why?
Should we
Because
shouldn't
we
forget.
worried about self. We worried about
Right.
self. Everybody is for themselves, and that's the reason why we don't grow as well. Go ahead, baby. I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't forget that there were world wars that were started by a lot of white people. So they attack each other too at a
Yeah.
Mhm.
worldwide,
Hmm.
cataclysmic level. So yeah, so
Ex-
because I don't like it when people think that, it's just because it's just we're uh in proximity in our community, it looks like black
right.
on black trauma, but that white people go at each other. There's white on white crime, but they just don't call it that because they don't have to
Right.
identify themselves as a race because they have not been socially engineered to think about their race because their
Mm.
ancestors prior to them
Mm,
created a world for them so they can move around freely and not even identify themselves as a race. Only when they come across another race or community or culture they
mhm.
actually they have been socially engineered to be like, wait a minute, somebody else is doing as good as me, so let me
Uh-huh.
try to put obstacles in their way to make sure they don't
Then
rise
I
to
can
the
catch up. Hmm.
greatness.
That's a fact.
Absolutely. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah,
fact.
yeah.
But here's the unfortunate thing when you talk about that, Stargate, because we give them, to a certain extent, the power.
Mm.
They take away our power and we give them power. And
Mm.
that's the damaging thing for us as a race. We hand them the power because, believe it or not, we are some powerful, powerful people. We can elevate, we can rise to the top, be successful people. But already, like I said, it's systematically designed to focus on us and to engineer a type of behavior for us, and we fall for it. We fall for it. Just think
Mm.
about it. But listen, it's been
And
real.
it's
I wish I
hard
could stay
when
on.
Stephanie Collin get in the middle of black people's business and create a lot of racial
Lord Jesus,
drama.
here
I
we
see.
go.
I don't know Stephanie, but she gets a lot of flack. I see. I don't know her, but
I
Yeah.
don't know her. Who is she?
Well,
Who is she?
Stephanie is cool. She's white. Stargate and a couple of people I think are having some issues with her. So this might get interesting. I'm not too sure. But I
Okay.
know you've been trying to go, Miss T. I want to respect your time, but you're welcome to stay up here as long as you want.
I
But
know.
but I know every time you try to get off, somebody's like, "Hey,
No,
right.
what are
no.
y'all?"
I'm about to go. But I do appreciate this conversation,
Hmm.
and I wish we could really have in-depth conversations like this. We're just not in the right place.
Mm.
When you talk about different, you know, uh, content
Right, right.
creators. I got to get out here. We just not in the right place. It could get much deeper. We could really teach our people some shit for them to research and see exactly and realize what's really happening to us as a community. But we're not there yet. So with that being said, I appreciate you all for allowing me to be on the platform. I miss you, MBK.
Peace,
MBK.
I miss
peace,
you
All
too,
MBK,
right,
Mr.
I
Mister.
see
T.
you.
all right,
Let me
Miss
get
T.
on him right quick. Let me get on his ass right quick. MBK,
Oh,
I see. I see you, MBK. I see you. But
Well,
be good. Yeah.
you wasn't gonna leave here unless you say what you know you want to say, and I know what you want to say. I'm waiting for it.
Nah. I,
I know
you
what you're
know
gonna say
what?
because I heard you say it on the show.
Nah, that's the difference between me and other people. I don't always have to say what comes up.
Okay,
I always
but but
have to
but
come out.
but if we're talking about the same thing, I mean, I was prepared to answer you, and I just wanted you to know that at the time
Well,
when I
just go
said,
ahead and throw the answer out. Throw the answer out since you think you know what
uh
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna take a minute. Go ahead, throw the answer out.
all right, so because I owe you that, right? Like we was cool, you know. So
Did
at
he
the
say
time when I
was?
at the time when
Go
Hold
I
ahead,
on.
was
brother.
at the time when I was saying that, right? If you
Mm-hmm.
remember, we was all still like a unit then.
Mm-hmm.
Lemon, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard him say it, and I was going on him say I thought it was real. I found out shortly after that it wasn't. But at the time when I was saying it, I thought that was real, right? I didn't know that was all kind of like a little fugazi, right? So
Okay.
so I was kind of a victim of that too. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I didn't confirm that. I had heard him say it and I just took it as being real. So I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
trying to like spread, what y'all call do a play or whatever. But I mean, I
Okay.
was being for real. I thought that was official, but I did find out, and I didn't come back and correct it. I didn't do that.
That's okay. That's
I
okay.
didn't do
One
that.
thing I one thing I'm gonna give you credit for, you loyal. Just keep that in mind. You loyal. May not be loyal to me.
Uh
I
oh.
want you to
No,
know that.
no, no,
Now,
no.
no,
I
no,
am
no,
loyal
no,
to
no.
you
Wait,
because
wait. Am
I
I
see you
talking?
in
Am
back
I
and forth
talking?
Uh
with my
Am,
oh.
brother.
am I talking or you gonna overtalk me because that's what y'all used to
I'm
doing?
gonna over talk you. Nah, go
Good
ahead.
on. Because you full of shiggity, honey. But good to
Oh,
talk to y'all. We all good. Y'all have a
All right,
blessed one. Be
Mister.
safe. Okay. Bye bye.
All
Thank you
right,
so much for letting
peace.
me on your platform. Bye
Yep.
bye.
Yep.
all right.
Yep. Man, you better be lucky she like you, bro, because she was finna get in your ass. I could tell she wanted to. So Stephanie, go ahead. What's going on, Stephanie? First off, before you jump into the seriousness of the conversation, do you want to touch on what's happening with you in the sector? Because it's wild. Just hearing Stargate drop that little tidbit on you, it took me back a little. I was like, what?
No, that's how I came up here. I actually came up here. It's unfortunate that Star left because I actually came up here to agree with her.
Oh wow.
And not that she needs me to agree with her, not that I, am, that she needs me, but I did actually come up here to agree with her because, like I said in the chat, I basically was saying in the chat exactly what she said about how, not and when she said that white people fight, entire world wars over this shit, it's like it's even worse than that because we fought entire world wars against each other over who was going to control parts of the world that we didn't live in, right? And then we involved the people we were trying to colonize as troops in the wars we were fighting over and fighting against each other over the places they lived.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess the thing is because we're so close to our community and things are happening within our community, we're kind of like seeing that. You know what I mean? That's the issue we're having in our community.
There's no reason, and I don't mean to say that you should only focus on anything else except what anything you choose. But obviously, it makes the most sense to focus on what's most immediate, of course. And no one's saying that anybody should focus on fixing white people first or anything like that. That's not it. But white people should focus on fixing white people, absolutely. But the thing is I think that also. There's a real sort of how do you call it? It's sort of a subtext that the problem sort of exists in a vacuum, right? And they really just don't. Yeah, they really just don't. Like that didn't come out of nowhere. And I agree with Miss T. There's that absolutely systematic.
Yeah.
They don't want to recognize the part of the problem is they don't want to recognize their past, right? Because it's so dirty. And the first step to doing anything about it is acknowledging it. And a lot of times your people don't like to acknowledge their dirty past.
We still teach. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you good.
We still teach that the First World War was shot because some archduke was assassinated. That's not why. That was a colonial, an empirical war. The European powers were fighting over who was going to get to control mostly Africa, but also Asia, right? And that was the whole reason why. And when you look at it, it's like why does the way we teach World War I not make any sense? Because the way we teach it is not really what happened, and that's why it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
we didn't all go to war because an archduke got shot. Yeah. It was because we were struggling over who was going to control the rest of the world.
One thing to think about is these people, right, put us in a position where you bring us to another place and enslave us for 600 years, right? And then you turn us loose into the population. The thing that a lot of people don't understand is when you look at Black people in America sometimes and you wonder why we're so messed up in terms of how we view things. A lot of times we do things in a certain way that may not seem right. It's because we were at a social disadvantage in terms of development. Think about it. Think about 600, you know what 600 years is? You know how many generations of people are born and how much evolution takes place in a 500-600 year period? So you have a people that you bring here for 600 years and you oppress us. You not only don't give us any type of materials to learn or advance our people, but you put us in bondage and you bring harm to us and fear and just kind of destroy our being, right? And then just turn us loose into society with nothing to kind of even help us readjust. So that 600 years, your people was building systems, the religion, the
and we had a lot of free labor. to help us do all that.
So there is a thing in society, but this is the reason that Black people feel that there should be some sort of reparation, right?
Absolutely.
But again, the first step to reparation, getting somebody to take accountability.
Absolutely.
Right? So
absolutely.
Don't take
Yeah, and I think
then we can't.
So didn't Bill Clinton apologize on behalf of all white people? Is that not accountability, bro? I'm clowning.
Bill Clinton has a whole line of people he needs to apologize for and to. But no, I think the part that also gets left out is that yes, white people were building that whole time, but they also had millions and millions and millions of dollars of stolen labor to help build, right? And so, of course, like if you are not only are you building, but you're not having to pay the people who are building for you. Like, of course, it's going to be like it's an incredibly top-heavy, unfair system. Of course, and of course, like that is. I mean, Harvard. Look at all the construction at Harvard, the White House, Wall Street. I mean, all those things. And so, of course, there's going to be an unbelievably criminally unfair playing ground. Of course. And so I think that's a real crime that they haven't like moved forward on reparations. I mean, I think it's really convenient to say like, well, it's really complicated. How would we do it, and who would get the money, and how would we invest it, and can we just write people checks? There's a hell of a lot of smart people on this globe. Get them in a room together, lock the door, and tell them to figure it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics.
Hopefully, I'm alive when that happens.
Code.
Oh, what's up?
No. Once we get off of this topic, dealing with
I could be off this topic. One thing that I will say though is this: I do a research group for like some middle schoolers that want to learn how to research. Like really, really dig deep. I set them up with like good accounts, like Sage, Google Scholar. Like I really show them.
Cool.
Yeah, I really show them how to research, right? And the group is primarily aimed at Black folks. Like, come on, y'all want to be a part of this? Now it's open to everybody, but it's primarily aimed for Black folks, right? And so in this group, I was going through all the Black inventors and all that stuff, and then we ran across Benjamin Banneker. And he was actually the Black man that designed Washington D.C. Right? And they were, their jaws just hit the floor, like, because this stuff like this is just not being taught to them to show them, like, you know what I mean? Everything that you see, more than likely a Black person was behind the design of it, the function of it, and all that. And even the guy, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the guy that had to sue the Nerf company that made like the Nerf guns, you know what I mean? Had to sue them because they tried to jack the man. Oh no, the water guns or whatever. Tried to jack the man's idea, the super soakers, right? Tried to jack the man's idea, and he had to be like, "Look, sorry, man, I already had this patent. Y'all trying to steal my stuff," and he got him for $75 million. So stuff like that. Go ahead, MBK.
Yeah,
cool. I'm gonna send you. This is wild. So back when I was doing the content, right, 10 years ago, when we were doing the education thing, if you go to my channel and you look at the first years, which is the first 2-3 years where videos we were creating, they're all those kind of videos. Because our thing was, we got everybody to stop talking about Kemet back then and start talking about free Black Americans, right? Everybody wasn't a slave, right? There was a lot of free Black Americans that were doing a lot of things. So that was our emphasis. So that's what all of the content is, content that we did the research on. We gathered all the pictures and put the information together. And then, my man Danny, who's the scholar, the main scholar, true historian, he laid down the tracks and all, and then we put the production together. But it's a lot of different things, like the green book, the first Black football situation, basketball. It's all kinds of videos with the first Blacks. And then also, if you go to Facebook, you can go to MBK Academy. Now, MBK Academy has been there for probably like 10 years now, 8-9 years, right? And that's got just pages and pages of all that stuff you're talking about, all of just one page after another of Black people and their accomplishments, what they did. Like it's like a whole academy that I kind of like put together so people can come and like, what I mean? So you can use those resources. But I'm gonna send you. I'll send you some stuff after the.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right, so what do you want to holler at me about?
Oh, now.
I'm gonna hop down, but can I just add on something to what you said, MBK, about the accomplishments? my parents grew up in the South, and they grew up under apartheid, right? And
Mm.
they there was two high schools in Fort Smith where we're from. There's Lincoln High and then Fort Smith High. And Lincoln High was the black high school, and it is hands down. There was no secret. It is recognized today that it was until they desegregated. Lincoln High was the best high school in Fort Smith. It was the best,
Mm.
and the students were far more educated. Yeah, they were far more. They did it without the support of the government. And so like I think the mayor of Fort Smith right now is an alumni of Lincoln High, and it's not a secret that that was the best high school in Fort Smith.
Wow.
So yeah, I think that's just that says a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, well I'm gonna drop down. Thank you.
All right. Yep.
Take care.
That was Stephanie Collins. Like I said, she has her own YouTube drama she's going through right now. Maybe she's not going through it, but I know people are bringing it to her. her own drama.
That's why she came up here trying to talk all that Black history. They still gonna get her ass. That ain't gonna save your ass. They still gonna get you. Well,
She cool though. She cool. Yeah, she ain't dropped the N-word like that plant you guys sent. Like the Finesse sent that plant trying to sabotage Lemon's platform.
Me personally, I like those storylines. I think they're cool, right? Because anybody who will believe that keeps
keeps things flowing. Keeps it flowing.
So right. Let me ask you this. Right? Did you see Lemon's show yesterday?
I think I stopped after ZX got down.
Oh, okay, because that's what I'm about to ask you about. So what do you think about the dynamic last night where Lemon chose ZX as a co-host over Jay Dunn? Because that was his co-host all night for basically the whole end of the show, through the whole Krista thing, it was him as ZX.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I didn't watch it all until he got down. I think after the white boy had left. So it was only like an hour into it.
He trolled and instigated all of that. Did you hear what he said, Kristen? This nigga is crazy, yo.
Wow. You know what? I did hear something at Pizarro's that may have happened at Lemons. Let me know if this is true. But he was like sexually harassing Jay Dunn or something.
All right. So okay. So now what they're doing is the whole thing still, because he keeps saying he wants to bang Jay Dunn, and because he's a lesbian, you can't say that.
What?
Yeah, that's not sexual harassment, yo. Jay Dunn is vile and foul. This whole community, like everybody says whatever they want, the most craziest stuff. Now that's supposed to be sexual harassment, because he's but people talking about people, mothers, families, this, that. But you say you want to bang her because you know that bothers her, and now that's sexual harassment. So you see what we're dealing with here. Like,
yeah. I see. Yeah, and Jay Dunn will run with anything. Anything that benefits her, she will run with.
She's a strange bird.
But according to her, she winning. Or they winning.
She's got a whole game that she plays by herself, man. She's like sitting in the corner of a room playing this game. She's the only one playing though. Like nobody, I don't know nobody has any idea what she's talking about, what this game is, what are the rules, what is the prize, like how do you win? Like this is all in her head. This is like she makes this shit up, man. But that's their done.
Okay, but do you admit, outside of subscriber numbers, do you admit that Ness's numbers, as far as chat and stuff, has drastically went down?
Who Ness numbers?
Yeah.
Well, she's doing these verticals now, so it's a different thing. I mean, I guess if you still do the panels, I said that, but it's not really about the numbers. I don't think. I think it's about your views and your AdSense at the end of the day, right? Maybe it was more about these weird things, like you have so many people in your live, but you're not monetized. Like I never understood none of that anyway. These false, these false goals, or these false accolades, right? So at the end of the day, it's about views. Like the pastor be trying to tell everybody, it's about views and how many commercials and how much money you can make out of this video. Fuck all this fuck shit that's stuffed in between that. And then people who don't monetize the goofy ass narratives they create, you know, to justify them not being monetized, which is absurd. So I just think it's more about her chasing the bag, right? You could do a vertical live, you get more views, you get more ad shit going on, you get more subs, right? That's really why you're here, not to like. But if you can participate in the fuck shit, that's cool. Now, if she strike a panel up, you know, everybody gonna go up if you got a panel up. Ness, Lemon, YouTube cameras, you know, whoever. If you got the shit on a panel, it's, you know, panel of course is more entertaining than vertical. You can't compete with that.
Yeah,
You know,
like
so.
and you would think, right? You would think now that she's camming up a lot, like I mean a lot now. Like I think that's what she does now, right? Like she's just gonna cam up. Like that's what she does. You would think like she would get more in the chat that way. Do you think her business model for this is bad because she's kind of wasting the cam up opportunities?
No. Again, you got to set. You have to, if you're going to set goals, right, and you're going to have wins and losses, you have to do that based off tangible things. So what I'm telling you is that you're getting more views, you're picking up more subs, and you're making more AdSense money. I don't give a fuck what the 200, 300, 400. I don't give a fuck who's in the chat or what it says or how. That model is generating more money. Now, do you take a hit as far as being part of what's going on in the beef sector? And we talk, yes, yeah, well, yeah, right. I guess that's called evolution, growing the fuck up, right? So at the end of the day, that's what it's about. I think everybody wants to get a bag, whether they get it through Cash App or whether they get it through AdSense. So those people who are able to get it through both, you know, of course they're in a better position. You know,
right.
so like look at Lemon, for example. He was non-monetized all that time, wasting all that content. Now he's monetized and his whole life done changed in a short period of time, right? So being monetized is what the fuck is all about, right? All this.
Yeah, and did
shit.
Lemon quit his day job? I heard.
I don't know if he quit it. I don't know. I'm not. I really don't know. I don't know his business like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard he quit. What would you say? What would you say about that if that's true, that this Negro done quit, man?
Well, I mean, with the way his money looked like it's flowing in, he's probably making way more money doing this than he was making on the job. I mean,
and to devote his time to this is just makes more sense.
Well, he said I think it was, he shows, you know, I think he said he made 4,000 in 1 month. And then he shows Krista I think it was what, 6,000 in the Cash App or some shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I told you he showed Krista shared two things. His Cash App balance.
Right, but it was 6K?
I think that's what it was. Right? So, you know.
So I mean, I'm gonna let my wife know. Like, hey, anything you hear and see on YouTube is not real. And I think I'm gonna link up with Krista. Try to give me $6,000.
See, you didn't. No, I'm not saying that came from her.
Oh,
no. I'm saying that since he's been doing this overnight shit, right? And it probably was Cash App crazy before he got monetized because everybody knew he wasn't, and so probably people was probably hitting him up. But now since he's doing that overnight, that's a sweet spot. Bro, that's nobody's live, and that shit got every character in the sector go through there.
Though that's facts, bro.
So what did he do? All he did was just stay with the original 2.0 model. See, he didn't go to verticals or do any of that stuff like all the other content creators are doing. He just stayed with the panel because he's in a sweet spot. Right?
Yeah.
And he got the overnight. He don't have to worry about competition. I don't give a fuck how much people say. Nobody's gonna be staying up trying to. You couldn't do that, right? And have all the different personalities, right? So
yeah,
you know.
Now the allure of YouTube is numbers, right? When you start worrying too much about numbers, that's kind of like the trap, right? Because I see Fruits of Labor talking about Nessa's sub count has risen, right? I know with just making controversial YouTube shorts, you can get tons of subs, but subs does not equal money. That's the problem. Like they have to actually.
That's what I just told you, though.
Right,
I just answered that for you, though.
Right.
It is generating more money. It's generating more views, which are generating more money. So
No, if you got more subs and your view count is lower, it's not generating
no.
more
Listen to
views.
what I'm
That's the
saying.
problem.
Listen to what I'm saying. The subs have come from the verticals, from the more exposure. I got on the show and read all of the reasons why verticals do better than regular videos, and one of them is because they're in the short feed. That's one thing, right? And they I think it's like they get 80-90% more, whatever.
No,
There's
that's
like
facts.
five different things, right, that make a vertical better. So at the end of the day, if you're monetized and your content is getting more views and more exposure, and then you can run more ads, that is the name of the game. More
But it's
people are
getting
going to
less
join your channel.
views. That's the
No,
problem.
it's less views is not a problem if the views you're getting are making more money. It's a different kind of view now. You don't want it just because you might get 7,000-8,000 beef sector, hood views that don't generate nothing but maybe some cash apps, right? Versus being able to go out there and be in front of a whole different algorithms and other people, right? Who might even be more inclined to look at your ads, and it's being exposed to more of YouTube, right? Instead of putting yourself in a box. So this illusion of numbers, right, only means something when you're looking at what is generating an income. That's what nobody talks about.
But how does less views generate income? You're losing me. I'm not understanding.
Yeah, but because it's the kind of views you're getting. If Ness holds a panel, she's going to get this whole crowd of people in these sectors here that come watch that stuff, right? It's the same crowd that moves around to all the different channels.
But it's
right?
still a view.
So listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, let me try my hardest.
It's still a view, right? But it's a view from an individual who is not going to buy anything from an ad, who is not even going to watch the ad. This is a different market, right? When you have this homegrown crowd that moves around and just it's the same people, right? When you send the video out there now, amongst people who are not part of this community, you may run into some people who may find the content interesting and may get something from the ad, or it's in different algorithms. So it seems to generate more money. I'm just telling you that the AdSense is more as a result of what's going on. So
now, did Ness tell you this? Because for the life of me, brother, I'm trying my hardest to track, but it's
I
tough.
don't see where her views. I don't see where her views are going down. Like you said, like where do you see the views?
Oh,
going down?
I could be dead wrong.
I mean,
on the view count.
I'm not
You're
sure.
right. You're right. I could be dead wrong,
like
but I know
5,
that
6, 7,000.
Yeah,
I mean,
I could be dead wrong, but I know the chat number is down, and that's an illusion as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So forgive me on that, because you're right. Her views are probably not going down. That's true. It's just the chat number.
You do a video for an hour and a half, bro, and you might have like 200-300 in the chat, but the video views for whatever reason be shooting, right? Because it's being put in. It's a different type. It's being put in different algorithms.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
Right.
So it's a different market as opposed to this crowd here that just moves around and likes to watch the fuck shit. Like it's a different
So Exposed
algorithm.
TV said every time a person scrolls through that vertical feed, 30 seconds counts as a view. That's pretty cool.
There you go.
Okay, so they don't really have to really be in your chat. You get that view. I see. Okay. I think that's what got me twisted. Is I'm looking at chat numbers. I think I got caught up. I've been drinking the Jay Dunn Kool-Aid, right? Because she keeps saying she's winning, right? And so
now again, I don't know who's winning or losing, because I don't know what people define winning and losing, right?
More in the chat. More in the chat is supposed to be winning.
So since the Umar Boys thing happened, since that thing back then when we were all doing that, the numbers have gone up for everyone. Yeah. Like everyone's experiencing. So the top content creators now, you'll see them 700 to 1,000, multiple people. Like that's kind of like the norm. And then people who probably struggled to get 100 before, you see them at like 200 to 300 now, pretty consistently. So the sectors have kind of meshed nicely, and there's like this new hybrid group of people, that we would call a 2.0, that watch this circuit of stuff that's going on, right? And they're this is a real engaged crowd.
That's facts.
It's a real engaged crowd, because whoever's got the storyline, everybody piles in there and they eat, right? Like,
yeah, so, that's true. That's true. Shout out to K Dog. Shout out to Come Pillow Talk with Bay. Jackson, I don't know if that's one of your Black Sector nemesis, but he said Ness is dragging us on Pizarro's panel. I cannot imagine Ness dragging MBK. Stop. Stop. Jackson said Ness mad at both of us. Stop. And I don't understand why. We're not saying anything negative. See, this is the thing, and I'm not going to feed into that because I know it's probably not true, but I guess I will feed into it a little bit. Here's the thing. It's like when you have an opinion, people just get so upset with your opinion. That's not facts. It's just an opinion. We're just stating
what did
opinion.
you say? I don't know. What was something said that? What would be said that she didn't like? What was said?
Brother, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I have no. Maybe the Jay Dunn said they're winning, or maybe.
Oh well, yeah.
I got that. I got that.
She might be mad
Instagram.
at you for saying that or something.
Right?
Like
Yeah,
that,
because
maybe.
I don't
don't
understand
know,
why she'd be mad at you. And I got that Instagram of saying that they sent the white boy, but that was you guys. I said you guys. So why would she be mad at you for that?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
They said the finesser sent him.
I don't know. I don't. Why you asking me that? I'm here. I'm here. I don't know. I can't tell you what's going on where I'm not at. I can't.
She said, "How are you sneaking online as BS, not lying?" Wait, what? What?
Didn't I see? I saw exposed. Didn't I see exposed in there a minute ago?
Over here?
Yeah, she in the chat. Exposed.
Yeah, exposed. Yeah, she was over here.
Something was wrong. She was saying.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
She knows. She in tune. She knows.
Yeah,
she
you know how
knows
you were
vibe.
saying. You know how you were saying everything's a play. Like that's what people think or assume or
Oh
whatever. That everything's a play. They're even thinking that me sneaking online's a play. Like I'm joking and some shit. This shit's crazy, bro.
That's the new goofy fad thing. Like, right, everything it's kind of moved away from trolling to now play. Right, that's the new nigga word. New
I see.
Nigga word. Right, so everything's a play now. They act like when you have somebody on the panel that you know everybody hate just so somebody could pay them down. That's the biggest play going. No, so but that's we're okay with that. All of this shit is a play. Like you should want it to be a play. But whoever got the best plays should get the money. But like how what is real? Like I just don't understand what a motherfucker want to see. You don't want to see bad plays, right? You want to see a little bit of emotion put into them. You want to see a little bit of, people getting mad, people maybe falling for each other, But you know what I mean? What you want? I don't understand what you want. You want to be entertained, right?
For real. Look, I keep looking out my window. 1 for the grocery people, and 2 for my wife to pull up. that shit is not a play.
I'm outside. I'm outside all the way over by the shed, deep over in the wood, on the edge of the woods. Quiet.
So Muzz has a question for us. Instead of skipping ads, if you allow the commercial ads to fully play out, does the CC receive more money? I heard that's true. That they get more money.
You know the best thing to do? Google it. Just whenever people sleep on Google, man. Whenever you have a question, all you gotta do is put that question in Google. Boom.
That's facts, man.
You get an instant answer. I mean, that's how I.
Yeah. So I heard through the grapevine that Shakim and Ness are cool again. So does that mean you and Shakim are cool again, or is it still up? Or is it
Nah, we cool.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So y'all are cool. Okay. So is he no longer being stupid?
No, he we ain't talk about this any, you and I in this show here, but that is another story that no one really talks about, like how he's kind of, I don't know if this shit kind of beat him down a little bit, all of this stuff, Vegas, all of this, but he kind of, it seemed like after that thing happened with Lemon and like right before he went out, he got quiet. Like he's like quiet on the panels now, and that's not what made him Shakim. You know what I mean? Like it's his wildness, his talking crazy, wild, funny, goofy. But now he's kind of like quiet and reserved. Like, so I don't know if that shit bothered him. I really don't know what's in his head. It's a lot going on, man.
Yeah,
like, it's a lot, but. He's still, he all right,
I think he might be struggling trying to keep up with all the things that he says about himself. And now that he put the, he's gay or whatever, Now he has to keep up with
Yeah.
that. And so what does he do? He sends out videos of him piping down.
That shit is wild, boy. That's
What the
that's
hell?
yeah.
Come on, Shaquille. Shaquille is probably in the clouds right now. I don't know why he would be in the clouds and not on the panel. I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy, man. That's insane. That's insane. And you know, it did come from Lady Dimples. Who knows how true that is? You know what I mean? I don't know how true that is. But yeah, beautiful. Welcome back. Beautiful. Lady Dimples spilled some tea. She said that Shaquem, I think it was on Twitter, has 10,000 followers in a lot of his content that he's finally privated. But it was him getting busy with some dudes, man. Like,
That's what I heard, man. That's again, that's once that kind of stuff happens, and I know it's not trolling no more. Like, you know, he's different, right? Like,
yeah.
you know, when we was all working together, it's like if we was all working at Sports Center, you know, we all talk at the water cooler, but we understood you as being a straight dude. So, you know, we shared straight energy with you. You know, just to find out you was almost like a double agent, nigga. Like you infiltrated. I feel, you know what I mean? I feel violated a little bit.
Not
You know what I mean? Like, if you
straight
really want to talk
energy.
about it, I feel a little violated.
we share straight energy.
I mean, we share straight energy with this nigga. Nigga just took our shit for granted. It's just that's you. The whole violation, bro.
I don't know if you've seen it, but when I saw that Negro hitting that punching bag, I about died.
I knew right then, yo. I knew right there, yo. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, yo. I think, yeah. That's something ain't right, yo.
I about died, dude. I was like, please, Lord, let this Negro be trolling. I know he's not hitting the bag like that.
And those kicks, and the wow, man. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
And what's
different.
crazy, right? Is you know, way like I would say 2 or 3 years ago, he was talking about how he has like, you know, he's a martial artist and he has all this experience and stuff. And I was believing his ass.
Yeah, that's out the window, bro. That's out the window, though. That's that went all out the window with that video.
I was believing that dude. I was like, yeah, man. Hey, y'all can't be sleeping on you know.
You mentioned that to me when I first met you. You mentioned that one time. Like, you got me thinking this nigga like Steven Seagal or some shit. I'm like, well, that's why he talking all this shit. Because if he catch somebody, he really gonna whoop their ass. And then I saw that video. I'm like, yo, this nigga slow. This nigga whole helmet. This nigga punching like he. No, but he a cool dude though. He cool, yo. He cool. I think he kind of goes out with a lot of the wild shit.
Yeah, that's it. That is it. Like he can't be coming off with the rah-rah stuff no more, man. Ain't nobody gonna believe you.
Well, he done moved into it. See, that's what I'm saying. You ain't been around. He done moved into like a different thing now. Like, he done kind of grew up a little bit from back when we was all running around and he was wilding. All of this stuff, like, he done kind of went through his ritual, his beef sector ritual initiation. Like, they don't wash them all up and down. Like, so they just kind of accept them now. And now that he come out, right, and he come out with some video proof as his part of his entrance, you know.
Damn, not a beef sector initiation.
Yeah, yo, he good now, bro. He done went through the whole shit, yo, and then he done walked the hot coals. Yeah, he in now. I don't care what they say. He in
The checkerboard floors and shit.
Oh man,
he had all that mask, all that.
And so what do you think? What do you think about the whole Vegas thing? Like, I've never talked about Vegas one time on nobody's panel. Like, I've been watching all of this stuff, right? And I'm the one who knows everything that was going on, right? Even with the Bolo shit, with the this, and I'm watching everybody spin all these crazy narratives.
Right, yeah, because you're the one with the inside information. I'm pretty sure Ness was texting you while everything was going on in real time. That's how blessed you are.
I mean, I'm watching.
No. You got to hit. You got to get. You're privy to stuff. You're privy to stuff that we have no clue.
I might have seen something on members only, maybe that you didn't see. But I mean, outside of that, what I'm gonna see?
You telling me she ain't send you no text message? You telling me she ain't sent you nothing? She ain't sent you nothing, brother. Stop.
No, we have a group chat.
Okay, so
That's
within
it.
that group chat, there's
Oh, I mean, yeah,
probably
she's there. Yeah, of course.
now that's what I'm saying. There's
Of
probably a
course.
whole bunch of shit in there
Oh
that
yeah,
we
I don't
have
know about
no
all that.
idea.
Well, it should be, shouldn't it? It should be.
You like, isn't that how it's supposed to be?
That's what that's for. But I thought they had a good time though. I thought it was a good trip. I thought it looked like they was having a good time, but then they came back because they didn't have
Oh God.
they didn't share it with everybody. They just kept picking at them until they started finding things that went on, and then they was getting dumb shit. This one said this one's breath stink. This
Oh,
one
right.
did feet
But I
stink.
mean, that's a thing though.
Like this.
That's the thing though. Imagine, okay, MBK, we cool,
Here
right?
we
But
go.
imagine we link up and my breath is like bad, bro. Like you trying to talk, we trying to, we just trying to talk. Like, hey, what we trying to get into? What club we trying to do? And I'm like talking to you and I'm like killing you, bro. That changes the whole dynamic in real time. So if somebody's really out there with yuck mouth, bro, that really does affect me. You don't think so? That really would affect something.
But but if that's going on, that's just something that's part of the trip. And that's his thing.
That you have to
Okay,
add to
I mean?
your arsenal. Whose breath was stinking? Who they say whose breath was stinking?
I don't know. I think they said.
Oh, now you don't know. You gonna make me faint, Negro. I'm finna faint. Now you don't know. Whose breath? They said something about who? Shakim?
No, I think they said honest roll or something like that. I don't know, bro.
Shout out to Ro.
They said they were saying a lot of crazy stuff back and forth.
Shout out to Honest Ro.
They said stuff about Shakim. They said stuff about Lemon. You know what I mean? Like they was all saying stuff about each other, man. Like, but it looked like they was having a good time when they was there, and then they kind of let the people turn them once they got back. Like the people just kept picking and picking.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Not Honest Ro's breast steak, Lord. All right, how long can content be slow walked? And at what point do you think it expires? That's a Molly Maybach question to you, NBK. I think he has beef with Ness right now.
I don't know, but when you talk about this Vegas content, see, this is the funny thing about Vegas and the funny thing about the beef sector. Like, they write their own narratives. If you remember, Ness was talking to her people about Vegas. The beef sector took it, right, and ran with it. They all started doing videos and talking about, but she would say things in her live to her group, and then there's going to be a party bus. There's going to be, and they like reporters. They write it down and then they go, it's in the headline to their video. Oh, this one's got a party bus, and this one's going to do this, and then it becomes commentary. So they did all of that. They created this whole fucking thing of what they So you ask them when the content ends, right? I said the same thing. Like, when does it end? But they kept talking about it every single day from the time they announced it. Then it happened. Now, once it happened, all of this shit that you see that went on there and all this stuff that's going on, I mean, now it's really content. Like, so, don't ask me about how long content is as good as people come in the chat and keep watching it.
Yeah.
Just because you might not want to see it, there might be 75 other people that do want to hear it again or hear some other nuance of it, and they're listening to it.
No, that's true.
I mean, that's all it comes
And I
out.
think Molly does want to hear it. He just, he's messing with you. But I think he does want to. Yeah, he does definitely want to hear it. So my thoughts on the Vegas trip was the first one was better. So there's my thought on that. It was more. I don't know. It just like watching the footage with like Trezor and all them when they went out to Vegas.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea. Yeah,
right. You don't like the old heads like that.
Yeah,
like, as far as their stuff.
like
I understand. But it just felt more, I don't know. It didn't feel as staged as this one. This one, it just felt like they were fishing for content, right? And trust me, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of content that they got, but it just felt like they were trying too hard.
I don't see it like that, bro. When I look at the trip, every scene they showed, not when they came back. When they were there,
Okay.
they looked like they were having a good ass time.
Okay.
None
I
of
see
that
what
shit
you're saying.
that they talked about when they got back seemed to be present then. It seemed like they was having fun. I don't give a fuck if nobody had money or this one did. But they looked like they was having fun at the weed spot, fun at the restaurant. They looked like they was turned up on the party bus. I saw Lolo dancing. I seen this one, KRN. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
then they was in the club, right? The same type of vibes that I would be. That's how you be moving around. We eat. We had a club. We had a bar. You know what I mean? They was vibing. Now all that other
Right.
shit. Who had money? Who didn't? Who like? I mean, that is what it is, right? You deal with that how it is. Usually, if it ain't YouTube, that shit just stay on the trip, right? Everybody got everybody. You know, you hold everybody down. But because YouTube, niggas came back and started sharing all that kind of shit.
Damn.
And if you remember, I said that wouldn't happen. That's where I was wrong.
And I said it would. That's the
And you
craziest
said it
thing.
would.
And you know what else is wild is looks can be deceiving because you said it looked like they were having fun, but leave it up to Lemon. They was all out there starving. I guess the
Nah.
I
Everybody
guess
doing what they got to
the
do.
sponsor didn't come through, brother.
Nah,
I heard Lemon eating off of people's plates and shit.
with the iron, the pieces. Well,
Hey, what was that movie?
Yeah,
What was that movie with Steel? Not Juice, but the dude Steel was in it, and him and his partner were trying to get these girls from the beach or whatever. What is that movie? And then like they went out to that beach and they were trying to get to this party, and like they was out to that beach starving, and then a dude.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: there's YouTube and there's real world. For YouTube, all of the aesthetical things are going to come into play, right? I get it. But there's plenty of trips or situations I done been in where I done been out with some, with dudes, we hanging out, we on the road, whatever, and somebody might not have money, or we might not have a whole, back in the day, you're younger, you might not have a hotel room. When I was in my 30s and 20s, we all shacked up in a room, but we go out, we party our ass off at night, we wild out, we drink. You know what I mean? We might be broke. We putting our money together trying to figure. It was a great trip, right? And we talk about it for years and like, oh, remember when we was whoop the whoop whoop, right? So that's a great trip.
Right.
But on YouTube, that would have been a disaster. That shit would have been a disaster.
That's true.
Yo.
Yeah.
So,
what else is a disaster? Hold on, I'm finna find this movie. We ain't skipping over this because this shit's funny. Go ahead.
It's how you interpret it.
No, I'm finding this movie. What is it? Oh, is it How to Be Fat Beach. You ain't never seen Fat Beach?
Nah.
Come on, bro. Wow. You never seen Fat Beach. Came out in 1996. Well, they went out to the beach, right? And they didn't have no money. They thought they were going to hustle their way out in the beach, right? Dude was so hungry standing on the pier. This other dude was on a date with a girl. He took a bite out of the burger. He was like, man, I ain't really feeling this burger. He threw it over the pier. The fat dude was like, come on, man, I could have ate that. That shit reminded me of Lemon, bro.
Damn.
Living out
You trying to get your wrist snatched, huh?
Living out there, drinking soda.
So wait a minute.
You ain't heard that shit? He out there eating people's food.
You saying that because you saying, so what you saying? You saying Lemon was eating people's food?
He was out there eating people's food. He was drinking people's drinks. That nigga ain't nothing go to waste.
Yo, why?
That nigga was wild. He was wild.
Yo, you a wild boy. Man.
No, this is true.
So you saying he was eating off people's plate that they had ate off already?
Yeah. He was finishing people's food.
Damn. Not Big Lemon, not the little one. Nah, no way. Yo. Not 6K Lemon. Nah, I know. I don't believe
Hey, he said, look, man, the sponsor ain't coming through in time. I was dead, bro. He's like, so what? Yeah, I drank their drinks.
Damn.
I was like, shit.
That's crazy. That's a different type of individual right there, right? Like somebody. So how do you feel about that, right? How do you feel about him going in the laptop?
Oh
do you feel
yeah,
about that?
yeah.
How do you feel about
That's a straight up violation, right? And he admitted it.
that?
He admitted that that was a
Yeah,
violation. That's
then
horrible, man.
I heard him say something else too about the. I heard him say too that he never, when he came to the Nest chat, he said he never had no intention on being cool with us. He said he only came to get the messages out the chat.
Oh damn,
He said that like 2-3 times. I was like, damn, that shit hurt my
damn,
feelings too. You know, I like, god damn, man. I thought we was all cool. I thought we was all
damn.
family.
That's
I'm like, god
crazy.
damn, man. That shit,
That's
wow.
crazy.
I was like,
That's
damn, man.
crazy.
So that's the messed up part about all of this, right? That they broke up, right? Because they was like Batman and Robin,
Right.
you know. But it's all good. Like everybody go on, everybody make their content, you know.
Yeah, that's why if you really cool with somebody on YouTube, don't meet them in real life, yo. Just don't do it. I've never seen anything good come out of it. Seriously. Seriously. So if you and I ever link up MBK, it has to be by accident, bro.
Well, I have to admit, you know, I'm just fortunate to have been part of two different YouTube worlds, right? So my friends, I'm still all got all my same friends from when I first started New Black Knowledge
Oh,
10
right.
years ago. We all still cool. But it's a different energy, right? It's not this kind of energy, right? Where, you know, this is a different type of content,
No,
bro.
that's
And
true.
it's you're right, it's treacherous, right? You know,
Because you go in with good intentions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Lemon and Ness, it was the Lemon and Ness show for how long? Shit, before Vegas. I mean, we was talking about that shit for like months
bro,
on end. You know what I'm saying?
I never knew Lemon from back in the day with the Sir King and all that. When I started like really watching Ness and before you came, it was Lemon, Ness, and Jay Dunn. And they had that shit rocking.
Right.
Like they had it right. And then they all started, you know, Jay Dunn fell out and then all of the shit started happening. But those was the first three.
Yeah.
And Ness and they had the night and they kept trying to get Lemon to go live. And then, you know, he finally did his thing. But you know, it's just unfortunate, man. Like, you know, some of the stuff I can't jack. You know, some of the moves that he made, right? I can't really co-sign. I don't jack them. But you know, everybody out here, they all doing what they do. So
yeah. So Wanda says, hold on. Wanda says, they will make up. I do believe that they will make up, but once you meet, it's never the same. Even when you make up, once you have met and you have fallen out, it's just never the same. That you just can't regain 100% of that trust. So I mean, even when they do make up or whatever, it's still going to be a little weird. But you're right, Wanda. They are going to make up, but it's going to be strange. They're not going to fully trust each other.
You know, it's again, you know, it's a lot of stuff that's happened. So, you know, you do when you start fucking with the trust in any situation, like you know, relationships, whatever, YouTube, it makes shit weird when you try to go forward, right? You know, it's never the same anymore. Like it's never the same. At least that's how I see it.
Yeah.
You know, they may make up, but I don't really think they beefing now. Like they don't even talk about one another really. She don't talk about him. You know, they may throw a jab at each other here and there, but it look like they pretty much doing their own thing.
Yeah, that's because Lemon is actually smart. He's allowing Jay Dunn to speak for him about that situation. You know what I mean? Because every time she enters his on his panel, she brings that up. And you know, like you said, the numbers, I don't know what kind of numbers she's talking about. It must be chat numbers, but she's always trying to throw that in the finesser's face, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, you're not trying to compare Lemon show to what are you comparing?
I think she's saying it's I don't know who's on Ness's team. I don't know. But I know Jay Dunn has linked herself up with Lemon. So her numbers and Lemon's numbers are better than Ness's numbers and somebody else's, I guess.
The other night, or the day Ness and them said they was gonna do a panel. Jay Dunn ran over there and said, well, we're gonna go live, and Lemon went live Friday, and she created this whole thing. It's gonna be a competition. There's no fucking competition. Like you can't compare none of them overnight when the dude Mahia had his show was lit crazy. Like Lemon, you can't compare them shows in that slot with all that like that to just any other ordinary show where people just going up with no panel doing a show. Of course that's gonna have more views and be crazier. Like you got like 20 different people coming on there in a 7-hour period, 9, 10 different battles.
Limit goes live for like 11 hours now, bro. It's crazy.
That's just silly shit. That's what I'm saying. Like when you get caught up in like dumb shit, right? Like that, it just detracts from the whole YouTube experience. But that's what people like Jay Dunn do. Like they low vibration. They just keep pulling you down with stupid shit. Like every time there's a lull and the community act like it want to move forward to a higher vibration, he right there to pull you back down with some dumb shit. Hey, with competition. Hey, attack. Hey. No, low vibration motherfuckers, man.
Wow. So Juanito thinks that Shakim and Lemon actually did have a relationship and they actually broke up. Like a real relationship. Hey, the way they were wrestling, they did seem close. They seem closer than brothers, man. That was strange. That was strange.
Well,
99%
you saw the wrestling, right?
Yeah, that was weird, bro. I don't know, man.
That's, you know what I mean? Like, and that's real weird to me too, because I know I heard Lemon say that he wanted to show him that, that's not how niggas, that's not how like real niggas don't dominate by sitting on a nigga and doing all that like kind of weird folding shit. Like if I'm gonna show a nigga that, you too little to be playing with me, I'm gonna beat his body up real quick.
Let's slap box. Yeah.
Right, and then he'll be like, "All right, OG, all right, chill." He give him that man energy, right? I don't be bending him up, sitting on him, all that. I'd push Shakim away, and I would have hit him with a 4-piece, right? And then he would have known right there, yo, this nigga's crazy, right? And then it's over, right? All that wrestling and tumbling around and sitting on and bending.
I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe, knowing what we know, right? I couldn't believe Shakim would try to even wrestle that man. Knowing what we know, we seen
Shakim
the punching bag.
To get home, bro. He trying to get home, yo. They told him snatch the do-rag off, and we got you, yo. So he was going for it all.
Oh, okay. See, I missed that part.
Yeah, he trying to get home.
Okay. All right. The Sims overdose. Okay, I see what y'all was. Okay, see, I didn't catch what caused it. All I saw was the clips of them wrestling.
Yeah, so that was wild, the wrestling. And I ain't never wrestled with since I was a kid. Like I can't
I know what
see
you
a
mean.
situation where I would be wrestling with an adult male like that.
That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy. That's it. Okay, that's another. Okay. Look at what you just said. Shakim needed money to get home, brother. This trip, man. This trip is not a good. It was not a good look.
Look, this is what I just explained to you. For YouTube, no, because it's full of different things. For YouTube, actually, yes, because all them little things make the content. So it was great content. But for YouTube, yeah, it was a disaster because look at all these crazy. But you can go on a trip, regular people, and everybody be broke. And we be coming together and getting it and staying here and going here and partying this.
Yeah,
it'd be a great
I'm actually listening now. Okay.
It'd be a great fucking trip. But YouTube, that trip would be a disaster. So everybody was having a good time. And then they came back and gave YouTube what they wanted. A bunch of shit to talk about. So
yeah, they had a good time because they were in survivor mode out there. Niggas just trying to live, man.
Escape from Vegas, nigga.
The niggas trying to get home, man. I about died because out of Lemon's own mouth, he was eating off of people's plates, eating cold pizza, drinking.
Yeah, that shit different, yo. Yeah, he has some questionable behavior with some of that shit, man. Like I can't jack that. And then what about this with Honest Roll holding the cup for Shakim while he dancing on the strip?
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. Yeah, yo, these niggas wilding in Vegas, bro. You talking about why they still talk about it? This nigga dancing on this trip. I think Roe was holding the cup for him.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So with the trip, did that solidify Honest Roe's love infatuation with Shakim?
No, I know that he likes. I think that started when he did that dance for him and Brian. That's when I think it all started. I think they saw him do that dance, and that's when it was up from there. Like from that point on, Roe was locked in, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Molly, let me catch up. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna catch up, whenever I can. I'm gonna catch up on what's happening, man. And I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm way behind, but it's fun catching up. I did not know. Is that on Ness's members only? With
What?
Honest Row holding the cup?
Bro, no, that stuff is all over in the videos. Like they had it's so many videos that
Okay,
was
I gotta
made.
catch it. I gotta catch
But
it.
that's not no shit. That's everybody know that. Like it's the videos of it. They talked about it.
Right. I want to
You
see
know.
it.
Now, hold on. Now, take now on a serious tip.
Hmm.
Take that thing right there, right?
Hmm.
If me and 4 or 5 of the homies or my friends in college, if we on a trip, and say one of the homies is goofy and like clown, and he start performing out on the strip, and I hold a cup for him or whatever, that shit we bugging out, that we having a good time, wild bugged out, right? But
Hmm.
if you transfer that to YouTube, that's it. We would get killed for me holding that cup there while my man dancing, bro. So you gotta understand. Okay, maybe it looked crazy that Ro had a cup, but in the moment it was probably the cool thing to do. Like they was probably bonded. Go ahead, Shakim, do your thing. I'm gonna hold the cup. But now YouTube make it look like some more other crazy shit. Oh, he
I
hold
see
the
what
cup
you're
and they
saying.
pour and they. I mean, like So
Damn.
I guess
So
that's how you
I
look
put in on the search bar. I put Honest Road Shakim,
at
and I'm
it.
trying to see what pops up. Erica Fierce is the first one that pops up. Shakim goes ape shit on Honest Road. That was a month ago. Hold on, let me put some filters on this so I can get some recent shit. Yeah, because I gotta see this shit. So you
Bro,
saw a video of him holding the cup, or you just heard about it?
there was a quick snippet. I know I don't know if it was Trent. One of them got a video with a quick snippet of Shakim dancing and roll. And but that was everybody knew that. Like that, it ain't. I don't think that's not really. You didn't see it, but
I
that's
didn't see it. That
everybody knew
shit's
that.
funny. I wanna see that shit. Go Shakim, go Shakim. I can just picture him holding the cup. And what kind of
Oh,
dance moves was that nigga
wait,
doing on the
wait a minute. Did you see KRN on the party bus?
Nah, bro.
Oh,
I haven't seen no
oh,
real footage
oh
of Vegas.
man,
Like no real footage.
KRN is
Or
a whole dancing machine, my nigga.
really, oh
This nigga
shit.
is doing the happy feet mixed with the slide, with the pole. God damn, yo, he's a dancer, yo. KRN is a dancer. He's definitely a dancer.
Did he look cool though? Like he was like, in
That
his
nigga was
pocket, or did he look goofy?
cutting a rug, nigga.
Okay.
I don't think it much
Look,
mattered.
look, I do a 2-step just to be safe. I won't dud from that. That's all I
No,
do.
he was on beat. He was on beat. He
All
was
right.
doing his thing. He was doing his thing. But yeah, no, they look like they had a good time to me. They look like they had a
Hey,
good time while they were
that's on camera, man. You know how these influencers be on camera. Shit, everybody's a millionaire.
there.
You turn
Till
that
you get the
camera off,
bagel.
and you stealing pizza and shit.
Now, how do you feel about Lemon with the do rag and the glasses? What's your
Like all
position on
day,
that on the
right?
whole trip? Like,
Yeah, like all day, all night, the whole
yeah,
trip.
like what do you think about that?
I think maybe there's something wrong with his eyes, yo.
Mm.
Like when I was trolling him with that video, like I saw his eye glitch. Now it looks so weird. Like the glitch looks so weird that
Which
I thought it was
video?
a digital
The Trim
glitch.
Girl video?
It was the one when he first cammed up, and I was just I was trolling my ass off when he first camped. Like you remember that way
Oh,
back in
when he
the
had the
day?
red shirt on.
Yeah, yep. When he had the
When he
red,
had the
yeah,
red top on.
not the red top.
The red blouse.
You go see. That's the kind of shit that gets me in trouble. Cause you be saying shit, I be laughing, and now all of a sudden I'm
Yo,
the one that said it.
cause you laughing at stuff that's not I said the red top. What's wrong with that? He had a red top on. Yeah, you making some sinister.
That shit's funny. That shit's funny. He had a red top on.
He had a red top. Yo, you was moderator. I'm not. You gonna lose your
You
mind.
said he had a blouse on, bro. That's tough. The red garment.
Nah,
That's Molly. That's Molly.
the garment. I think I said garment back then. I think
You
I might
did
have
say
said
garment.
No, it was a
Oh,
particularly interesting garment. It was interesting. It
I'm
was
gonna
definitely
stop
interesting.
now. Look, I didn't ask for a wrench, man. I don't care about wrenches or none of that stuff no more. I don't know if you were here when I explained that. That was just a whole thing, and you knew that.
I
When
mean,
it came
yeah,
to like wrenches, when it came to like sharing stuff, when it came to redirects, I was trying to just put content into the sector. I don't care about that kind of stuff.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
we don't, I mean, wrenches and I mean that's cool, but I'm not. I don't get into that stuff like that either.
Right. That shit's funny though, man. You said that nigga cut on a red top.
I'm just trying to make sure that we clear on which video you're talking about.
Yeah,
Just
because
so
you
now I
said
get,
shirt initially, so I'm not gonna let that shit slide. So you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
you're just trying to start something. Now answer the question. So what do you think about this? So you think with the do-rag on all the time, hat
I
and
told you, I think
glasses?
that nigga got astigmatism or something. All right,
Okay.
Black Rampage is here. Let's bring him up. Hey,
Oh,
what's up,
that's
brother?
the homie right there.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's
Hey,
good,
chillin',
bro?
bro, chillin'.
What's good,
Hey,
bro?
welcome back, Code.
Hey, man, we just clouded. It's good to be back, sort of.
Hey, is this scratching the itch for you?
It is, man. It is, and I'm actually gonna leave this live up for some time, so because I don't think my wifey knows about this channel too much.
Oh,
She don't
so
really-
this
Somebody
isn't
tell her.
you're not dipping your toe into the pool like this was just a peek in. You're not coming
Yeah,
back.
man, I can't officially come back. I gotta sneak. Like she's at a meeting right now, like, and I have some groceries that are supposed to be getting dropped off, so I keep looking out the window for both.
This line can end in any second, like just
Exactly.
abruptly.
Oh, right. I got it. It's a secret mission. I got you.
Self-destruct.
Yeah, so
Hey,
you've
well,
been
I
on
just wanted-
Shakim's case for a hot minute, man. What's your thoughts about Shakim coming out and like banging dudes
yeah.
on Twitter or whatever? Like, what's your
Oh
thoughts?
no, I stopped following the beef sector like because I went on his
snap.
show. I went on his show. I guess when it came maybe 2 weeks ago, and I told him I released him from my trolling because there's nothing left. Like him coming out, him confirming what I already knew was
Right.
That was it.
That was the finale. Because at this
Mm.
point, you can bring up his lying and all that, but he's home. Like he's in his sector now. So, you know, I'm done. You know, because again, I'm old enough to know that being gay is nature. Like that's how he truly, that shit is in the blood. So, you know, I'm not going to make fun of somebody of how they were born. You know, so
damn.
I was just saying the same thing. Like once he got to this level here, where at first I thought he was trolling even when he said it, and then once the Twitter, I didn't even know there was a such thing as a freak Twitter. But once that shit came out, I was like, oh yeah, well then he got it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Because anything after that, for me personally, it'll feel like bullying. Like, okay, you called me gay. He came out as gay. Now what's left? And him lying and all his other shenanigans, like that's the color to his character. It gets on my nerves. I can't stomach it. I still think he's bad at YouTube, but he's home. And
he's
home.
He's home.
Lord.
That's
something
it.
about how you say that. He's
right. He's home.
For real. Hey, so you know, I salute him. You know, I had to because again, none of my trolling was malicious. Like I didn't try to interfere with his real life, but he was a canker sore to me, and so all of his bullshit, and then him repping the city so poorly, you know, I took it slightly personal, him being so terrible. But once the cat's out of the bag, it's like, you know, live and let live. You know, I congratulate him for that whole situation. I was rooting against him, of course. I wanted Lemon to finish him because I know you don't let no motherfucker like Shakim, a predator. You don't let him linger around. You got to get him up out of there. And
so why do you think he's a predator?
Yeah. Shakim preys on the weak. He has picks, right? Like, so he knows who to pull what with, and you know who has what. He looks for your weakness and he tries to, you know, sink his fangs into it. But you know, so that type of predator, I don't think that he's
okay. Not a sexual deviant or a sexual predator.
No. So yeah, just that type of like a barnacle. Like he wants to hitch his wagon to a bigger fish and feed off of that. So but I knew that. with Lemon's a nice guy, and he learned that nice guys finish last. And I hated to see Shaquem basically snatch, divide the crowd, because Lemon was the underdog that everybody loved. But once that Vegas shit hit, and Lemon made the mistake of accepting blame for that computer shit, which I would have told everybody, eat my nuts, because you can't hand me the keys and then get mad that I joyride. So he gave me the computer. I went through it. I don't, me and him ain't buddies. I got evidence against him, and y'all can all suck it, eat sideways.
Now, I don't agree with that all the way. So I do agree with it partially, right? You don't give somebody a laptop from YouTube, but I just have to. I'm just hanging my thought on. They had to have made some kind of bond or been in a certain place where they was vibing and they trusted one another. I can't see no other reason you would leave. So I would leave nobody with my laptop or my phone open like that, yo.
You just can't do it.
So how relaxed were you? Like,
fellas, Shaquem was flirting with him with that move. Like, here you go, baby. Like,
here you go.
Like, here you go, baby. Here, go ahead. I got you. I'm gonna go take a smoke now. What's mine is yours. That type of shit.
Damn.
And so that's why there. For me, there's no mercy on it, because I would have been like, did it? So what? But when he keeps saying I did something wrong, I made a mistake, all that shit, I'm like, look, we in the fucking beef sector. This guy's a known weasel. So yeah, I bet I had enough. I gathered my motherfucking intel, and this is what I got. But he played it wrong, and then he didn't. Even in the fourth quarter, he wouldn't shoot the shot, and Shaquem has shown him no mercy.
Oh wow!
At every given chance, Shaquem is cooking him. He has something to say.
That's a 100% fact.
Yeah.
He has something to say. He wants the crowd to remember, guys, it's me, not him. Y'all, he's a bad guy. I'm the guy you should fuck with. And he's divided the crowd. Now, I haven't been watching. Has Lemon's numbers suffered?
No. Actually, he's doing really good.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Suffered since Shaquem? Suffered since what?
Has it suffered since the official, like when Ness officially walked away, Shaquem, and they,
that I never thought that would affect. They never did content together. They never really did content together.
So here's my thing. I know every sector shares the audience, right? So everybody will flock over here for scandal or whatever. But what I'm saying is, Ness and her, I always felt like her and her tried, when she says it's over, that they would stop. So that's why that's what I'm saying, is that he's taking the heel turn.
So that's two different levels of support, though, right? So if you're talking about the people that fuck with her, well, that's one thing. Yeah, no, they don't fuck with him. But if you're talking about the viewers, right? Remember, they both had that audience, that panel crazy audience with all the mixture of people. And then once Ness went to verticals, like, it was kind of wide open, and then with him in that time slot. So, like I with all the different people that be coming on and off of that, like I don't see how you would ever be able to, like, that wouldn't change. I don't see how that would change. They don't do content together.
I guess for me, I was thinking that because he had taken the crowd was divided, and Lemon had kind of accepted a heel role, because it would be the I would have bet that it was beginning of the end.
Nah, I never, because to me they just always, even when they were both doing panels, they didn't like go on each other's panels really. Like, I thought that was the thing that kind of made the relationship kind of cool. They both kind of just did their own thing, but they was rocking together, right? But so but now the dynamic is just totally different now. Like it's totally different.
Well, hasn't Lemon always appeared to be Ness's understudy anyways? Am I tripping on that?
It would seem like that. Yeah, it seemed, and I still think it's like that. Like, your numbers don't change. Again, that's part of that ridiculous shit. Your numbers don't determine who's Mr. Miyagi and who's Daniel's son, right?
So what does determine that?
No, I might do something and get 100 and get 150, and I might train you the next generation, right? Like, the next player is always better than the last player. You may get more numbers than me, but you may not be more seasoned, right? It was different climate, different times. So 8 months ago when we started all this shit, it was a different time. Then they were, figuring it out. They did what they did. Now Ness seemed to be doing something different with verticals. He do overnight panels, right? It's two different things, right? He in a different lane. They in different lanes.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair
That's
enough.
not his competition.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a good
Really,
competition.
has he engaged? Like, has there really been? Because like once Shaq Kim came out, I said I haven't watched any beef sector content. I'm still sub to people, but I'll get the gist of the story with the thumbnail. What's the title of this video? Okay, I can imagine how this plays out. So how did he ever engage? Like, is there a current Lemon versus Ness war? Has that ever popped off officially?
It appears so, and I think Jay Dunn is at the head of it. Jay Dunn is leading the charge of the Lemon/Ness war.
There is no.
So is she the only fighter? Because that's what it sounds like. Is she the only?
She's the only one swinging though.
You know how I see it, Rampage. To what you just said a minute ago, you asked when you were talking about why maybe things didn't drop off so drastically, right? Because I was still his moderator, right? Until he he just took my wrench recently. Like even when him and Ness was like a little frosty, I was still his moderator over there. I think the thing that makes it where you don't see a whole lot of him and Ness is that what he did to Shaquem, and like Ness kind of reacted and felt a way about what he did. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like they had a thing going on. So I think that might make it where they could kind of not be actually going at each other. Just say, you know what, you go your way, I'm gonna go my way. I mean, that's what I would think. I mean, that's just my opinion.
But Lemon does seem interested when Jay Dunn, and this is why I said I think Jay Dunn runs the camp, because when she does bring up them, I guess it's an inside thing. When she does bring up them, Lemon is listening, and he does seem interested in that topic when she's talking about.
I'm sure he likes that, right? Of course, he wants to fight that war by proxy, right? You know what I mean? Like, but that's what that goes without saying. That's her number one op. Don't forget that. So irregardless of Lemon, Ness is Jay Dunn's number one op. So I don't give a fuck whose team she gonna be attacking.
Right. And let's not get it twisted. She's not always vocal about it, but Jay Dunn be dropping bags. And Lemon loves money. So if she's supplying the bag, he's gonna supply the platform or the ear or whatever it is that she wants to get out, because he's giving her some crazy protection. I mean, crazy protection on his platform.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think that he recognizes, hey, she'll do the work for him. Like
exactly. It's smart. He'd rather be a referee of sorts than actually host it. Like the panel, like his team does it all for him, and Jay Dunn really has no problem, taking the wheel. Even at the detriment of the show. I just don't get why people like, man, dog,
that's the thing, right? So what you're saying right there, like I used to be on that too, though. Like it just seemed like what Jay Dunn is going to degrade the show, but I guess she just comfortable being part of the content, just arguing with everybody. Because like even with the shit with Krista, she started all of this last shit, right? Coming up there trying to get a board off the panel and all that shit, right? She's the chaos agent. She come get the shit started. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, and that's what it is, right? That's what they do, just fuck shit all night. Like, arguing back and forth, right? Some of it is entertaining, some of it is wild, some of it is cool, so So,
well, let me say this about Jay Dunn. Like, yeah, she kind of still does like get on my nerves and stuff, but she's gotten better. Like at her craft or whatever it is that she's trying to do on YouTube, she's gotten better, bro. Like she's not as annoying to me.
Because she don't have nowhere to go no more, because nobody don't fuck with her. Like, what the fuck? Like, she don't walk them out. She can't go nowhere but Lemon.
Yeah.
But she's not bad over there, is what I'm saying. Like, I didn't find myself like when because she was on the panel. Damn, I can't remember which live this was, but she was on the panel for at least a good hour and 30 minutes and didn't say shit. And a caller called in and cussed Jay Dunn out because the caller thought because Jay Dunn was on the panel that she was ruining the show. So Jay Dunn hadn't even said nothing, and the caller went off on Jay Dunn. And then that caller, everybody actually, even in the chat, actually jumped on that caller. Like, look, she hadn't even been saying shit for like an hour now. What are you? So she's changed, y'all. It's weird. It's strange.
No, I think you know, we just talking YouTube, right? Without all of the politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just think that she found her lane with Lemon, right? She attached her caboose to Lemon, and you know he doing what he doing. She's basically like his sidekick, right? Like,
What?
No, that's true. But Yvonne just dropped this. I forgot about this because I remember. I think this was the same live that I watched when that caller called in. Lemon did roast Jay Dunn bad a couple of lives ago, but then they made up. And I remember Jay Dunn hitting his link, and she thought it was going to be a back and forth. She thought that they was going to get into it, but he didn't even want to go there with her, which was wild to me. It was strange. So it's almost like, you know, when she's not around, if somebody brings her up, he feels like he has the freedom to diss her, I guess. But when she's in his face, he will not say anything negative about her, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, that's wild. Because my thing is, I can appreciate a good villain, and Jay Dunn is a good villain. I think ZX is a good villain. But people, when they don't, you got to put a leash on Jay Dunn, because she will go full chimpanzee, and it'll just completely ruin your show. And you know, I have yet very rarely, like, Jay Dunn tells 100 jokes. I may personally find 3 of them funny. You know, I don't see the value. She's good at being bad, but people just don't. They let her run amok, and it gets out of control, and then it becomes Jay Dunn's show. And then even on her own shit, it's not even so. She just really wants to talk to people. I believe Jay Dunn doesn't leave her home. I believe she has no
I agree.
I believe the same thing.
Yeah,
I believe she has no other outside human communication. She
I agree.
Uber brings her food. She
100%.
bought a big hamster wheel to put her dog on so that he can get his exercise. Like, that home doesn't get any fresh air, and you're dealing with a person that, in my experience, that strangles, YouTube, and I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's wild, man. But the one thing you got to understand is, again, don't look at this through your lens. Look at this through the lens of what this is. The thing that rules the day is all this, and you into this trolling shit and this wild, that crazy confrontation shit. So if like it or not, if that's what pay the bills here, the biggest shit starters is gonna be the biggest stars. And it don't get no bigger than her. Like, if you put these people on your panel, they're gonna get the shit started, and they're gonna run your numbers up. I mean, like, it's just that. It's a simple formula. So, at the end of the day, there is an art to being a bad guy, like what you just said about the villain. There's an art to that. Like, anybody could be an asshole, but it really takes something to be. It takes something to be that bad. For Krista to be able to annoy someone so much that they want to pay $200 to get her off a panel,
damn,
she becomes the most valuable player on the chessboard. Everybody wanted Krista now. Like if you got a bad guy that everybody hates and hate him enough that they're gonna give you hundreds of dollars, tens of dollars to remove him from your show, everybody's trying to get that. That's the fucking person that you want. So
I hear you.
mean, like, this shit is all built off of that kind of shit. So people like her are always gonna have a home as long as this is what the content is based off of.
Yeah, and you're right, because the red carpet is rolled out for just Krista at this moment. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She's welcomed everywhere.
Yeah, she came up lovely off of this whole situation.
Shoot, every panel. She's welcomed everywhere, man.
You know what? I missed the Just Krista saga. Again, I'm just reading titles in my on my feed or whatever, and I can always leave it up to ZX to actually spell out exactly what's going. His title is his thought, and so I didn't want to I guess formulate an opinion on that, because the ice is so thin on that when it cracks, you fall in a hater lake.
Yeah,
I just didn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Because any complaints you got about him or her, the rebuttal is, but he like it, but she like it, and then it leaves you standing there as a hater. So to me, that was just, I have my own opinions, but they all hater opinions. So that's
I hear you. My thought is, and I think MBK touched on this earlier, is one person just took it way more serious than the other.
Right.
And so here we are. Now you can guess who is who, but and so this is where we stand now.
But at the day, did she really take it serious now that you're looking at it all in hindsight? Like, because she set up her shop quick, boom. It's like she knew what to do. Like she wasn't
Yeah, because
somewhere.
you're right. Because she's been down this road before. That's why I
Yeah,
said
she
with the
she
landlord
acted.
situation.
She, she might have cried and she might have did this, but all that shit is theater. It's content. It's all of that shit is okay. I'll put it to you like this. Check this out. If Krista didn't really give a fuck about him and she treated this just like we all knew what it was, like, okay, they're just fucking around, it's not real, it would have been nowhere near as interesting. It wouldn't have got no attention.
Yeah.
The thing that made this whole fucking thing interesting and had us all going all these nights is because we all saying, yo, we know this is just them fucking around. I don't give a fuck how much they say it, but she's really serious. So now that's the train wreck.
Right.
So now here we all tuned in. Ain't nobody gonna miss this one because there's all kind of different train wrecks going on all over. But some of these train wrecks is way more interesting, right? And this one you knew was gonna be crazy collision because you knew it wasn't real, but she was really getting real with it. And it's like, damn, how's this shit gonna end? And nobody wants to miss the end, and you want to see all the shit going on in between. That's what made the whole fucking story.
Yeah,
So,
what if just Krista's a mastermind at this shit? Because it's the same thing, but she
don't
even
know
had
about that.
landlord's girlfriend. You don't think so? She had landlord's girlfriend bugging out, but it seems like none of this stuff really phases her. Whenever like the drama reaches its peak, it seems like she's unfazed by it. Like that's what she wanted. Like it reached to that level of where she actually wanted it to go.
I think she's just frisky, and based off of who she's being frisky with will determine what the outcome of her situation. When she played with landlord, it was a bunch of back and forth. It wasn't about no coming up and starting a new channel and none of that. She played with the dude that was getting all the views now, so that created a whole different situation, right? And I'm telling you, believe it or not, I'm telling you, this is the start to something. She's the first one to be in that spot, and now she's gone and then launched her whole YouTube career. The next person to sit in that spot, that's going to be a thing. And it's going to start a whole new storyline. It's going to start a whole new bunch of stuff, right? So whoever is picked to be that next person is going to be a big deal, right? So people are going to want to be that next person.
But is it sustainable for her? Does she have the?
Oh no! I'm talking about for Lemon.
Oh, for
the next person he picks. That's just what she do.
And
like
if you really think about it, the Hispanic doxer, Baby Mama Bree, if you guys don't know who that is, she kind of came up off of Lemon, but Lemon wasn't in his bag like he is now.
Right.
So she might actually come back around.
Right.
So Jackson is questioning my groceries in my wife's meeting, and so am I, because I keep looking out of this window, and no groceries have been dropped off, and my wife's car is not in the driveway. So you're right, Jackson. Maybe but I saw the receipt. I'm supposed to be waiting, so they're just not here yet. But go ahead, Rampage. Go ahead, brother.
No, I guess for me, it's like this people will get their 15 minutes of fame, but can it convert into something serious? And does, for example, just Krista have the star power to be something over in the beef sector? Like all eyes on her. And what do the sissy say? Mad Day. Did Mad Day come for her and Lemon officially?
No.
Wow.
No.
Y'all aren't gonna believe me, but my wife did just pull up, and I know Jackson's gonna think I'm full of shit, but she did just pull up. You know what? I'm actually gonna stay on live and get in trouble for y'all.
There we go.
Just so y'all can hear her in the background talking shit at her surprise when she walks into this room and I'm live. Because one thing I can't stand is motherfuckers accusing me of shit that's not true. I hate that shit. Yeah.
Don't get yourself in trouble, bro. I mean, if you
I know. I want to prove that this is finna happen. It's finna happen because I don't like people thinking that I'm running plays. This must be a play. Nah, I'm willing to get cussed out for y'all. But go ahead. So you're talking about shit. Okay, I'm getting nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to sound all tough. I'm trying to sound all tough and shit.
He's trying to get it together, act like he just watch her come all the way up to the door. Yeah, nigga trying to get himself together. Fuck out of here.
Oh shit! I'm about to get. I'm trying to play it cool.
Oh, so yeah, so like you were saying, Rampage.
Yeah, I'm trying to be all professional. Oh god.
Nigga went to straight Denzel Washington action mode.
Hold on.
Right.
Hold on. She finna come in. I'm gonna see what happens. This is for Jackson's trolling ass, man. I'm finna get in trouble, man. Maybe I should lock the door to my room.
Right.
She had to knock.
Damn. That's when you know you got it bad.
Oh man.
Fucking YouTube.
Man, I can't even focus because I know she finna come through this door, man. I can't even focus, bro. Hold on. I was gonna talk about the Just Krista thing because that was a good point.
You
that
done threw me all off.
As far as
you got me scared now. And I'm good over here.
Look, if she walks in and doesn't smile or doesn't like say anything, if she walks in and just turns around, it's over.
You know what that means when they do that.
It's
over. You know what that is, bro.
It's over, man.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't even want this. I don't even want the door.
You know, my thing is, if you're gonna do that though, if you go that far, then you're gonna be in trouble. You might as well just ride it out then.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride it.
I mean, if you ain't gonna get off and say, "Yo, I'll holler at y'all later," and act like you were never on there, if you gonna get caught, you might as well go on and ride it out.
Shit. This is addiction right here, and this is the last part of my thing that says I need advice, man. I'm addicted in a motherfucker, man. This is part of my title. I'm addicted. Oh shit! Look, she ain't even coming in here
because she don't think you all live.
Oh shit! Maybe she went and grabbed. No, because we had the delivery thing. Hold on, because my ring is going crazy right now. Hold on.
So Rampage.
Yeah.
To answer what you were saying, you asked about could she be the spotlight? But no. But that's not the role that she's gonna play. But the come up is not for her to go from 0 to 1,000. But she went from kind of obscurity, right, to a couple people knew her to like she's main stage now, right? So now you can go live and have plus 100, 150 in your chat. You now you've mixed and mingled with everybody at the next level, so you can go be part of storylines and give commentary now on things. Like she's in the game now. So that's the come up, right? You leveled up your platform, so you go from less than 100 now to 150 to 200, right? So that ain't.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so
now, did she do that though? Did she go up to 200?
Well, we don't know that yet
because the last time dies out. Because the last time I heard, she said she still don't be getting numbers.
Well, she's had numbers this last 72 hours. Okay. She's been having some numbers, right? But again, that's because the story is hot, and you have all of his haters kind of coalescing around her, right? And so when the hate train dies off, that's when you're gonna see what's really left, like what's she doing, and that's when the content creators usually start panicking and they start reaching for plays and storylines, right, to try to keep themselves, because they can't just do it by content and their movings around on YouTube don't create content. So they need to kind of like, go get a new boyfriend. That's why she was like, I got a new boyfriend, but looks like she never really had one.
Damn.
Like you're already experiencing it, right?
I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. I'm nervous as hell. This door has not opened. This door has not opened, man.
Shit. All right, now we're doing smart, man.
Yeah, man. Don't get
good talking to you, fellas, man. Hopefully y'all do this again.
All right,
Rampage. Always good, bro.
All right, peace, chat. Thank y'all for coming through. Peace
in the chat. All right, cool. I'll holler at you, bro.
All right, peace, y'all.